Okay then. Hello, my
Alrighty.
lovely players. How are you all?
Doing good.
Good. How are you?
All right.
I'm extremely tired
I
and
had
sore.
I had to take a nap after rushing to get home, and then pick up my brother and do a bunch of other crap. Um, if you guys could just roll me a straight d20 so I could figure out what order you guys are going in.
Okay.
Yep. And if you want, you could put the numbers in chat, or you could say them aloud once you have them.
Uh, Great. I think I just used up all my luck. I
19.
19 for 7.
got a nat 20.
My god.
Okay,
Immediately.
Lynn, 20, and Jordan.
Yeah, I'll put it in die rolls
I
too.
I got a 3.
Jordan got a 3. All right, hold on, because I'm planning on going clockwise with this. So
Yeah, Thor, do you want access to a D&D bot that I know of?
talk to me afterwards, because I know you have to leave soon, and I want to get this started before I
Yeah.
lose my train of
I'll
thought.
just send you the link and then you can do it later.
Yeah, yeah. All right. All right. Um. I would like you all to also roll again another d20, if you will, and please tell me what you got.
1.
Okay.
Well,
I did use all my luck.
Nat
7
20.
got 1. Okay, Lynn got, what
well.
was it? 12? And then you
Mhm.
got that 20, Jordan?
Yep.
All right. Jordan,
Yes.
you are walking within a forest. This has lush evergreens, much taller. They look gigantic from your perspective, but they're much, much taller. The sky is covering your line of sight with greens and yellows swaying within the wind. The path you chose with this role is much smoother and easier to navigate. You get to a certain a certain clearing where you take a rest. Lynn, the path you have chosen is a little less friendly, I should say. The path you're walking in, coming from this forest, gives you the sense that there's danger. But you don't know if it's a monster, if it's a person, or if it's just something that's going to happen. You can't quite put your finger on it yet, just yet. But while you're walking, please roll me a athletics check to see if you can save yourself from stumbling over a branch.
Alright.
Hmm.
That's a 21.
A 21. All right. You successfully dodge over this like huge ass root coming from this tree. As I described before for Jordan, you guys are in like this nice lush forest, very tall, but the path you're taking gets a little darker due to how condensed the leaves are. It's not even green or yellows, it's just like this sort of grayish green, and you almost fall over, but you safely get over it. You're just like, nah, this bad feeling ain't gonna get to me. I'm perfectly fine. I'm going to get through this. 7.
Yes.
I don't know how you did it, but
Oh no.
You fall down. Like you fall flat on your face. You didn't even get to like start walking yet. You just fell flat on your
Damn.
face.
Unlucky.
That's not all. With your nat one, you feel a rumble.
Ruh-roh.
And since you're still in like this nice lush forest, there's not much danger around. You see a stampede of three horned rabbits just running towards your direction. They don't attack you. They're just running. You don't know what they're running from. I want you to roll an athletics check to see if you can get up and book it out of there following the rabbits.
That did not roll. Hold on.
Did you get a cough?
Why is it not? Hold on. Let me do this on my floor. Okay, that rolled.
All right. Tell me the number you
That
got.
is a 24.
All right. You get up. If you've ever seen Looney Tunes, sort of like zip up. Like you see the lines of you just getting up, and you book it. You run into Lynn. What's your character's name so I could say it correctly?
Lisa.
You run into Lisa. You crash into Lisa. Lisa, I want you to make a strength check, like opposing getting crashed in from Seven's force. Because Seven is just booking it out of there. Because you notice
Alright.
the horned rabbits just zip by. Like, these little fuckers are going pretty fast, but not fast enough for they crash into you. Like, they avoid you swimmingly. Can you tell me what you got?
That's a 5.
You both just fall smack on the floor. That you were so confident just walking over this branch. You slam into Seven. What's your character's name so I can say it correctly?
Allen. Oh wait,
Olin.
no, this is a different character. My bad.
No.
Ripple.
Ripple, you
Like a little
crash into
bitch.
Lisa, almost like butting into their chest. And mind you, like you guys don't know each other's height perspectives just yet. Like you crash. You're just like, fuck. You both go rolling over. Like I'm imagining you guys like sort of like at different levels of a mountain range, like a little hill, let's say.
Yeah.
Seven, you crash into Lisa and you both go rolling down. Jordan, you got the most peaceful path out of both of them. So you're standing in a clearing and I imagine your character just sort of sitting on this like tree, this huge ass tree just in the center. It almost looks like there's for your from your perspective, there's like this like little seating area for Fey folk. Just naturally, like this is a comfortable feeling for me. I'm just going to sit down and rest for a little while. So you're resting, and you just hear something tumbling towards you. I want you to make a perception check, Jordan.
Yeah.
hmm
That's an 11.
Okay, so you can't tell if it's dangerous or not, but you could tell that it's coming at like a high velocity. Um, Seven and Lynn, I would like you guys to roll like for your hit points. Let's see how hard you crash down to where Jordan is. And Jordan, I want you to roll like not even roll. I want you to have like a stance position to see if you're going to attack these people or not. Like
17.
what? 17, Lynn?
Wait, no ads, right? Just 17 then.
Yeah. 17, Lynn? What you got?
Wait, what's that rolling for?
You're rolling to see how hard you sort of hit the floor, like after you guys stop, like how you crash, to see how many hit points you would like sort of lose, or like If you're just
Wait, but if
alright.
I rolled a 17, wouldn't that mean that I didn't
No,
hit as
you just
hard?
didn't sustain.
Or
You didn't sustain damage, Seven. You just sort of like
I got you.
landed face first, but you're not hurt. You're just sort of like, not this again, sort of
oh,
feeling.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you get,
I
Flynn?
got a 1.
Can you roll me a damage percentile dice, please? Like just your damage dice to see how much
Here
like
we
you would get.
go.
Are we going into PvP already?
No.
No. First damage of the game. Here we go.
First one to die. Oh
All
my
right.
god.
It loses
PvP the
character due to
creeps.
gravity.
That would be pretty funny, but let's see.
Okay.
Because I'm impressed that you got a nat 1 for that one, honestly. A 5, actually.
That's a 7. Alright,
I'm
wouldn't
gonna.
that would be based on my weapon, right?
Yeah. Because since you're
Okay.
rolling so goddamn fast, your weapon somehow comes off of you. Like, you always secure it tightly, you know? Like, you always have it there where you're just like, this won't hurt anybody, this won't hurt me, even if I fall, it won't come out. This one particular day, it came the fuck out.
Jesus.
You get, you bonk your head on it first. And then, while you're trying to, like, maneuver it so that you don't get cut, you nick your hand, the back of it. Not, like, deeply, but, like, you would have to, like, put like rubbing alcohol on it to sort of like wash it off so it doesn't get infected or whatever. But you nick your hand somehow. Please put the amount of damage you got to your character sheet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, it's really funny that you did this to yourself. um, Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
what will you do? You have a 7.
Alexi would pull out their longbow, but what do you want me to roll or something?
No, I want you to sort of like how will you suss Seven and Lynn out? Because these two clearly don't know each other. They just sort of collided. But you
Mm-hmm.
don't know this, but you know that they came here and you were resting after walking for a long time. So what would your character do? Would you shoot them or would you like just
Alexi would have the longbow out, but they'd ask, "Yeah, are you two okay?"
No. I'm not at all.
I'm not quite sure where I am actually.
Well, I mean, you're in the woods, obviously.
Yes, but I'm not usually in the woods. I believe I might be a bit lost.
I thought I knew where I was going, but apparently not.
Hey, DM,
yes?
do we know where we are, or do we have to roll for it?
You guys have to roll for this. I wanna
Okay.
I
I'm
wanna
navigator! I'm supposed to know this shit!
Well, I
Well,
didn't
what do you think that would be, like, wisdom?
wisdom
Perception, wouldn't
or
it?
perception. Yeah, wisdom or
Or it
perception
could even,
depending.
yeah.
I mean, if we were walking with no clue as to where we were, hold on. I can't
You
tell
throw
if you
that
guys can
so
tell, but I'm
hard.
just chucking my dice at the floor.
Yeah, and it's like pinging my ear every time.
Perception, right?
Yeah, perception or wisdom, depending on which one works with your character more.
I mean, technically, they're the same thing, so.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
which one would your
Yeah,
character choose
perception.
more? Like,
More
perception.
perception. They don't know jack shit.
13.
I got a
Jordan got
15.
13. 15.
I got a 24.
Okay, this doesn't technically apply to you, Jordan. I sort of imagine since you're part of the Fae family, you sort of just slip into the Fae world and sometimes you sort of slip back out. Sort of like you don't remember how much time has sort of passed, but you also know that when you come out, you're sort of just always in a wooded area, and it's always sometimes peaceful or heavily dangerous, depending on where it is. But since you're a little smaller on the smaller side, you sort of just like hide and maneuver your way out of things. So you know that you were in a Feywild for a little bit, like the Fey plane, and you just sort of popped out into the normal world. It doesn't feel the same. You don't feel the same energy of the world's like power. You're just sort of were wandering, and you were just having a grand old time, just with your thoughts. Seven, you cannot recall the last 3 days.
Well, damn.
Um,
I must be dehydrated or some shit.
well, the thing I can
No, I
tell
can't
you.
be dehydrated. I'm a water genasi.
Hey, it's kind of like drinking your own bodily fluids. You really.
um, Seven, you don't know if you're dehydrated or whatever. You only have certain bits and pieces. You were supposed to end up at a port city. Somehow, you ended up in the woods. You only remember one detail, and that said, and it just blares in your mind after you realize that you don't know where you are. Run,
Oh,
run, run.
oh.
You hear this like voice of fear, of like crippling anger and fear. You almost feel like the person who was telling you to run was trying to protect you, to get you out. That's the only thing you can remember from the last 3 days before you sort of regained consciousness within the forest. Lynn, you know where
Yeah.
you are. You're just like, I was so done with where I came from. You bought a ferry ticket, and while you were on this like boat to like travel between continents, like just between the land, because it takes forever by land, but by like lake or river, it takes a shorter amount of time. You were trying to end up in the village of Enix. It was like this slightly prosperous town. It's slowly developing into a city. They You were going to go there to see if you can be a part of their like paladin fellowship, seeing as you yourself have a lot of things that were going on. You yourself don't want to talk about it with them, but you know that you are in the continent of Ragnarok. You're in the northern west hemisphere, almost like it's near the mountain ranges. So you know that this area is usually fairly magical, fairly like lush. Like you can walk through here and you'll be fine. But while you were taking your ferry, something weird happened. It's almost as if the whole ship got turned around, and you sort of feel like your memory is completely phased until you wound up like wandering through the forest. You know what direction you're supposed to go in? Like you've been in the forest before. You know how to navigate to get where you're going, even if you're slightly lost. And you always have your trusty axe with you. Like you have your trusty weapon, not axe. My bad. You have your trusty weapon
No,
with
it
you.
isn't nice.
Yeah,
I
it's an axe.
have a
All right.
battle axe.
Yeah. So you always use your battle axe as like, where will the gods point me today? Because you usually know where north, west, east is, and you usually follow where the axe is going because you're a paladin. You believe in your faith, but sometimes you just need divine intervention. Whenever you can't like stop thinking about something, and then you got slammed in with this person who clearly doesn't know where they are. They They slightly smell of like as if they were partying with other people. Like when they crashed into you, you got a great whiff of this like heavy rum. And I don't think they were drinking it or whatever. I'm sorry, Seven. It's just really funny to me to think that you just have this heavy smell of rum, but you never drink.
Stinky.
Can I tell if it's cheap?
you, would,
You
you would have to roll for that one.
Roll for it.
You have to roll for that one.
Well, what should I roll for that?
I think
20.
I think you would have to roll a d20, and I think it would be either intelligence
Perception.
or perspective. Yeah. Basically,
Perception.
just yeah.
I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11.
You you think it's cheap, but at the same time, like you've had different rum before. You can't quite tell if it's cheap or expensive because it's just like a lot of rum, like thick, heavy rum, and you can't quite place your finger on it if it's expensive or it's just sort of cheap. It feels like a lot of people sort of splash their drinks on this person's clothing, but you could tell that this person just doesn't really notice it. It's as if it's always been on them.
Yeah, I'm very damp. And now you're also damp.
Oh.
Like a dog that just came out of the rain and the owner tried to wipe off like the
Look all
water.
over me.
It didn't really work though. So yeah, congratulations, you now have wet dog, but it's rum smell.
wet rum.
Wet rum smell.
You would have to
Smell.
you would have to take a good bath then afterwards, just sort of get this rum smell off of
Goddamn
you.
drunks.
Problem is my character is a drunk.
Is that?
She is an alcoholic. She's an alcoholic, but she hates alcoholics.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Like she'll preach to you like paladin wise, just like, stay away from vices, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go get shit faced now. Bye.
I'd like all of you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nice.
Perception?
Okay.
Yes.
15. Oh
Jordan?
my god.
25.
Lynn?
Or
Lynn, you don't notice shit! You're just
rolled
like
a 2?
yeah.
Lynn, you don't notice shit. You just notice that Jordan's character. Jordan, can you please say your character's name so I can say it correctly, please?
Alexi.
Alexi perks up. Sort of like a rabbit, sort of like as if they just like jump up like holy shit,
Like a
something's
dog when they
coming.
hear the food bag.
Basically.
Yeah.
Seven, you notice the rumbles again. Like you feel the rumbles coming.
Man, I think I had too much to eat at that party.
Oh, the rumbles are back. Oh, I might have to go to the bathroom.
You guys might want to move out of the way.
Okay, Jordan, you notice this first. You notice like a weird scurry. And you sort of see a green hunch. It looks huge to you, but you know from like a normal human or like normal height person, it would be a lot smaller. But to you, it's fucking huge. There is.
Oh wait, is one of us tiny? I didn't know that.
I'm tiny.
Yeah,
Jordan is tiny. I put it in the character profile. I think I just put in the images like height wise. Jordan is the smallest of all of them.
Oh yeah, I was spot on, foot tall.
Yeah, they're
I'll pin
foot
that.
tall.
I'll pin the heights.
This creature is like 3 feet tall. I imagine. Hence why these horned rabbits were booking it. Jordan, you know that there are what are they called? Not gremlins, not gnomes. They're sort of like
Goblins.
goblins, yes. You notice goblins, but you can't completely tell how many there are, but you could tell that there's like 5 of
Oh, for
them.
fuck's sake. Not these fuckers again.
We're level 1. I swear to God, if we die.
Last time I encountered something this small, I blew it up.
Let me continue. You notice
Yeah.
goblins. You notice 5 of them. 2 of them look like they're a little off compared to the other 3, but the other 3 don't quite notice what's going on. Like the 3 other goblins don't notice what's going on with the other 2. I don't know how far your range of like seeing is. Like,
Wait, what time is it?
it's like midday. Like the sun is
Okay.
fucking high in the sky. Hence why when
So
Jordan
like
like was walking,
noon.
basically around noon, yeah. Um, while you
Man,
guys were
how long was I
discussing,
out for?
you were out for a while. That's all I could say for now.
Damn, bro.
um, I don't know how far your perception is on like sight, but you could see about 5 of them, and you could see like 2 little ones. Like they sort of feel off to you. I want all of you to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh no.
jeez. By the way, I'm gonna have to mute in a sec to say hi to my family, but
Yeah,
I'll
go
still
go
be
ahead. After
I'll
you
still be
guys
listening.
roll, because I know Seven is
Initiative
going
is
to
just a
leave soon.
D20. That's it, right?
I
D20
believe.
plus your initiative.
Yeah.
Where is that?
I think initiative is
Is dexterity.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I don't have
Damn.
any for that.
That's a 17.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna mute. Still
All
here though.
right, that's fine. Hold on. I know. There it is.
How
The monster
how are we
manual.
gonna gauge distance?
So I'm going to say this right now. They're sort of in a small patch, within the tree line. There's like a bit of bushes, and 2 of them sort of rustle it and come out. Hence why Jordan was able to see all 5 of them. So they're from the tree to you guys. They're about 20 to 25 feet away from each of you. Besides
Okay.
Lynn and Seven, they're about like 20 feet from you. From Jordan, they're 25-ish feet away from each other.
Which means they're all within walking range. You're
They're
good.
all within walking range, yeah.
Okay, well then I wait, it's my turn, right?
Depends
Um,
on what they rolled for initiative.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
I also have to roll, so give me a minute because I was making sure I had everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope
Uh,
it's high
when
because this would be really sad.
when the goblins show up, I look to the other 2 and I go, I sure hope that you guys have weapons. We have company.
Of course I have weapons. In the forest? Not a fucking imbecile.
Got
uh,
weapons, not sure if I have blood.
what was everyone's order again? The number?
Me, and then
Eh,
Jordan,
yeah,
and then Lynn.
So
it was
The
17.
numbers
17,
are in
12,
die
4.
rolls.
Uh, Jordan, you go first, and then
What?
Huh?
I will go. So
How?
you get
Wait,
to
huh?
Why am I going first?
because I rolled a 16.
Okay, but I rolled a 12.
You
I
rolled a
rolled a
12. Who wrote?
17.
Oh, sorry. Seven, you go first.
There you go,
I'm looking at the
Seven.
Okay.
I got you. I
numbers.
got you, Seven.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, I pull out my longbow. Where? What the fuck is a D8? This is a D8. Okay. That is a 3 plus 4 piercing damage. So that's 7. Oh, but I have to hit the fucking. Okay,
You have to
whatever.
go. You have to roll to hit.
Yeah,
I have to
you
roll
got you got to
a
do that,
d20
bro.
to hit, right?
I
Yep,
believe
and
so.
you add your attack modifier to it.
Attack modifier, which is
It depends on the weapon. If you're using a
it's a
longbow,
longbow, yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to look through the monster guide to know how many.
it's +2 plus your dex.
Yeah, hold on.
Plus 2 plus my dex, so that's a 20.
20 to hit.
Uh, it's 8 to hit, but I rolled a 20.
No, no. When I say to hit, it's the d20 roll that you're trying to
Yeah,
hit, and then the damage is their damage,
Hold
obviously.
on.
yeah. The damage is 7 because it's 1d8 plus 4 piercing damage. So that's 3 plus 7. So yeah, it's 3 plus 4. Fuck, I can't talk. Anyways, yeah. 7 damage. Um. Woo! I hit a goblin.
Whoa.
All right. Can you tell me their like what your hit is, like how much damage they get?
7.
7 points of damage. Hold on. Wait, which one are you hitting out of the three? Because there's three of them.
Uh, Probably whichever one's the furthest.
The furthest one from you. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, and 7. The
Yeah.
+2 comes from your proficiency bonus. I'm just
Okay.
assuming that you're proficient in the weapon that you're holding. So,
Yeah. Wait, how do I know that?
um,
Oh,
most
wait.
class
Yeah, yeah,
most
yeah.
classes
Plus
come
2
with
with ranged weapons. Yeah.
most classes come with a proficiency in normal or martial weapons.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, 7. How would you
This is
like to
my special
destroy?
longbow.
How would the Steph look like? Because you hit one of them. How would the Steph look like?
What do you mean?
I'm assuming 7 killed it.
Yeah, 7 killed one of them.
Oh, okay. So they would just whip out their bow, get on one knee, and then pull back the bowstring, like pause for a moment as if they're like aiming, and then just release the string and fire, and then it would hit them straight in like center of the forehead.
So a headshot, basically. All right.
Hell
Um,
yeah. Could have hit somewhere
I
else, but
I get to let me just roll again because I'm after you anyway. Hold on. Roll d20 plus strength. So hold on. I had to get out a trusty dusty calculator because math.
D&D is just math, but with extra steps.
it's
Definitely.
basically creating your own word problems. We should play D&D in math class. This is so much more fun than fucking learning about algebraic equations.
We've barely started.
Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, just to correct myself, Jordan,
Mhm.
um, it's supposed to be a d20 plus strength plus whatever they have, right?
For what?
If they're attacking, right?
Depends on what the. Are you saying just like an unarmed goblin is trying to hit?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, give me a sec.
Because I have like their stat sheet up, I just don't remember what to roll.
Yay, I killed one.
Yeah, they're not too happy about that one.
Um.
Well, sucks to suck, bitch ass. Sorry.
Okay, the goblins that I'm looking up are So I'm assuming you're just wanting to do unarmed strike.
Basically, yeah.
Wait, they weren't attacking us, right? No, but we're attacking them. Whatever.
They were going to attack first, but like
Okay.
Jordan noticed them,
Sucks to
so
suck then, bitch.
yeah.
This sucks to suck.
Oh, I see the
One d
slash thing.
six plus your strength modifier, I believe, is correct.
Yeah, 1d6 plus strength. Hold
For
on, let me roll.
damage. And then
That's for damage, yeah, hold on. Because I got a 27, so, yeah, it's gonna
oh,
hit
it
one of you
hits. Gotcha.
fuckers. Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that I was doing it correctly. So 1d6 plus their strength, right?
Yes.
That's okay. 7.
Yeah.
One of the goblins is just like, "You killed my brother. The fuck?" You can't understand their language, but they're like, "You killed my
Can I
brother,
flip him
bitch."
off?
Hold on. So this one rushes at you, bro, and
Uh-huh.
this one hits you for 12 points of damage.
God
Damn.
damn.
Oh, okay.
And this one is just like clawing at you. Like this one is
What?
mad.
Question. What
Yeah,
level are we supposed to be?
y'all are supposed to be level 1.
Okay.
we are?
Just so you guys
Oh,
have
wait,
like
we are.
some perspective, all of these monsters are just sort of low level. That's why I thought goblins
Yeah,
were.
well, you took half my hit points,
That's
so...
Oh,
all. That one hit is all of my hit points.
Yeah.
it's because I'm gonna say this now. I got a 4 from the d6 plus 8 strength.
Wait. Strength modifier. Thor.
Modify. Oh, I did the wrong one, so it's 3 points of damage. My bad.
Bro!
Whoa.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
For a second.
It's fine. It's an average mistake for a first timer. It's just whoa.
I was
I
just.
still have to change my 220s.
God. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You're
It's
good,
strength
you're
modifier. Almost every single thing deals with the modifiers and not the base values.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I did it wrong. I did it correctly the first time. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, you get
No,
like
you're
3.
good, dude. I was just... Bro, that was like half my health. But I haven't
That's what
played a lot
I'm
of D&D
saying.
games, so I was like, huh, maybe that's normal.
I was like, am I
Take
sure?
12.
That's why I was like, am I sure about this? I had to double check with somebody. So I was just like, okay, hold on. All
Yeah,
right, so you get 3
modifier.
points of damage. Like they're like you see the sadness in their
So wait,
eyes.
3 points of damage, right?
Yeah, because they hit you for like 27.
I can react, right?
You
If
can,
you have something that you can use as a reaction.
yeah.
What do you mean?
Usually actions that you can do on a reaction tell you that you can use it as a reaction.
If you
How
didn't
do I
prepare an
know that?
action, like I don't think you prepared an action, so it's just going to go around, and then you could probably attack. I believe
Okay.
after me is Jordan.
Each turn is 6 seconds, right?
I
Yeah,
believe so.
each turn is
Yeah,
6 seconds, but you gotta
okay.
remember, 2 of the party haven't moved in these 6 seconds yet. So
Yup.
All right, Jordan, it's your turn.
Reaction.
okay. Can I examine the goblins and see about the differences? Because
So you're
I'm the
going.
one that's
So you're going to roll a investigation check, please.
investigation. Oh, I'm bad at that. Here we go. That's a 13.
You can't quite tell, but from what you can hear, you hear like these little jingling sounds, which is odd to you. But besides that, because I believe that's your action, if I'm not mistaken, to do the.
Oh, wait,
Um,
hold on, I found
I
something.
don't think
Sorry.
I don't think that in making a skill check is an action in combat
Okay,
that I can
then
check.
please roll your
Look in
attack
general,
for
I
me.
found something.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So, wait. I don't know what I can do, but I found something, so, yeah.
All right. Anyway, Jordan, please roll your attack then, or like what you're going to do. Like,
Okay.
mhm.
I'm gonna strike at one of the 3 that are normal
All right.
with my
You're not
with
gonna hit the one that's on me?
you. Fine, I'll hit the one that's on you. But you gotta remember, the DM can say if I miss that it hits you, and I'm not taking blame for that. Rolling.
That's okay.
Oh, that would be so much fun. Please do hit them.
Hey,
Uh,
how do reaction things
um,
work? Max 1 per round.
you can react once per round, but the only things that you can do with a reaction is an opportunity attack, which means that the monster would have to leave your area of reach,
Okay.
or do your readied action, or cast a spell with a speed of reaction.
Okay.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah, none
That's
of
a
those I can
9
do.
to hit.
Oh no.
Hold
I'm
on. Let me see
crying.
the goblin's stats again.
Is it wearing armor?
Well, I don't know if you would count like the
All
little thing
loincloth.
around its waist, like the little
If it's
strap.
just wearing a loincloth, then it most likely is not wearing leather armor, which means it's
You cannot
just the
tell me
dexterity
Sunday.
modifier plus 10.
J- Hold on. Give me a minute, because
Okay. Who's Ma?
Ma's out getting stuff.
Getting what?
Food. Sorry, my little brother just stormed into my room while this was happening. So,
You're
You're
good.
good.
can you please say that again? What I was supposed to do?
So I rolled a 9 to hit, so that
Hmm.
goes against the enemy's AC, which the AC, if they're not wearing armor, is 10 plus their dexterity modifier. So a traditional goblin has 14 dexterity, so it's a plus
Okay.
2. So I miss.
Yeah, you do miss. Yeah. So, Seven,
Uh-oh.
what's your armor class? Like,
15.
okay, so you miss hitting both of them. This one just sort of goes wide. Like,
Yay!
while the goblin is sort of like hitting Seven, it sort of goes between them, like this beautiful motion. Like the goblin knew that you were trying to hit it, and Seven saw you trying to hit them, so they both sort of like whoosh past. Like this arrow flies by. You're amazed. You're slightly amazed that they're both like this able to dodge without dodging. Lynn,
Yes.
what are you gonna do? It's your turn.
Okay, yeah. Oof, jeez. I think I'm gonna try and heal myself. My dad
Uh,
just. Okay.
are you doing like
I'm
I
gonna.
forget what you have.
Can I?
What was it? Lay of hands?
I'm trying to see if I can even do that.
Okay.
Hold on.
I hope
No, I don't. Okay.
I hope y'all delete all this because I'm just gonna basically use this for numbers. So I hope y'all delete later.
What?
The text and
Alright.
die roll.
Yeah, I wasn't the first one, so I'm trying. That's why I was trying to deal with it. But
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Wait,
I
what?
just noticed it
What,
now.
huh?
Don't worry about it, Seven.
do you want me to
I
clear it all
can.
up?
If you can, please. I just want to make
I
sure I have the
can.
numbers all there, so that way I'm not losing all of this stuff. Anyway, what are you doing? Like, are you casting Lay of Hands or
Let's
what,
see.
Lynn?
Um, I'm gonna take a swing at the nearest one.
You're gonna take a swing at the nearest one. All right, roll
Yep.
for me. Let me
So,
attack.
me.
Technically, yeah.
Alright, so.
It's okay,
16 hits, right?
Yeah. 15 does.
Alright, yeah.
How much damage?
For.
To
Alright, hold on.
like to see if you're going to kill this thing or not.
Yeah. Crap. Wait, I lost it. One sec.
No, you good.
I'm
Hold on.
trying.
I'm also
I'm
gonna look
trying to
for
use
something while
the.
this is going on.
Yeah. Trying to
Um,
use the mobile.
sort of.
Okay.
Hello, I was told to clear it of words. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay. That's a 4. That's 4 damage.
All right. All right. You said it was a 7?
4.
A 4.
Mm.
Minus. Its dex is 14, and you hit it for 4. They still have like they're still standing. Wait, which one are you hitting anyway? Like, are you hitting the one near 7? Or are
The
you
one
hitting
nearest to me.
near set? So
okay.
seven's one. So you
So
take
is
that
he
one.
still clinging on to me?
Um, it depends on how. Like, you're attacking them with your hand axe, right?
Battle
Uh,
axe.
your battle axe, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, are you pushing them away from 7, or are you just like straight?
Like yeah, trying to get an angle where I can kind of, I guess, golf.
I
Golf
figured
swing
that's
it
what you were
off.
going for.
Yeah.
With what you did, you pushed them back to where their friends were, like their little group, because the other ones haven't moved yet. So
Flying a
you,
little.
wait, so how
it,
many are there? There's like 6,
there's 4.
right?
There's 4 of
Oh,
them right
4?
now. Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
killed
now
one of
one of
them.
them's dead. L.
Yeah, you killed their
So there's
brother.
4.
So Lynn, when you hit them, you feel it connect, but you don't completely go through them. You give them like this sort of slash across their like small little chest area. They look down. They look sort of offended. Like they're like, "Bro, I I'm just going after this one. They killed my brother. How could you?" Like they clearly look at you upset. Like they look at you with sadness. Like, you didn't let me avenge my brother. How could you? Imagine the mafia voice coming from this person when they look at you, but you can't
You
hear
come
them.
to me on my daughter's wedding.
Exactly. But it's my brother. You killed my brother in cold blood.
Oh, you don't want me to avenge my brother? What kind of joke do you forget?
Ex-
Get ready to sleep with the fishes.
You some kind of fink?
All
What's
right.
your deal, bub?
We're starting back at the top of the initiative order, which is 7.
Yippee.
Beat it up.
Um,
Kill them.
well, I'm gonna
Only one
shoot
has
a
died.
different one to the one that attacked me because that one already got slashed with a battle axe. So the other people can handle that, I'm sure.
All right. Um,
I'm gonna shoot another one with a 19 plus strength, right? It doesn't matter. I hit
can you give
and where's my
me damage?
d8? Yeah. That is a 4. No, 5.
Um, hold on. Math. I was gonna say the wrong number because I did it wrong in my head and I know it, but I don't know why. This one looks slightly exhausted. Like, you pierced their shoulder, but they're like, I wasn't doing anything to you. Like, they look up to you. They're like, bitch,
You were
I didn't
good.
have any competition in this. Like, they give you like this look like, bitch, what the fuck? Hold on, let me roll to see what will happen. Cause first you kill their brother, now you're just shooting at like
They were
randos.
gonna attack us.
Yeah, but they're like, come on. Like,
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
wanted
like,
to
come on.
murder you. Why are you so mad?
Exactly.
Defending yourself, jeez.
like, for real
Imagine
though.
defending
I
yourself.
have 10 coins on me and I'm not losing them to you.
Hold on. I just noticed that my mouse disappeared. The fuck? Okay, hold on.
Maybe if you wanted to be nice, you would just let them kill you. God.
Um,
So much for the
yeah, hold
tolerant
on.
left.
Uh, I don't know what the fuck is going on. My mouse literally disappeared. Oh no.
Like,
I can't
just
see
I'm
my
gonna go see
mouse.
the D&D movie later today, so I might get back before y'all are done with the session, so I can just reappear at some point. Also,
Hopefully.
Thor,
Yeah.
I am available on Saturdays. I'm not sure if you didn't put that down intentionally.
I'm available on Saturdays too.
You're available now on Saturdays? That's great knowledge to have. I'm
No,
I'm gonna
I've
let you
been
guys know
available on
before I
Saturdays.
continue with my thing because my mouse disappeared
Yeah.
and I was concerned. But I hope after we do these sort of interludes sort of sessions that I can have all of you guys together in one spot for a little bit. Because
That's a big party for a first time.
yes, but I also need you all to sort of be near each
Mingle.
other.
To
Yeah,
know each other exists.
exactly.
Mingle.
All right, wait. Plus it was 6 plus 7. Hold on.
Why did
All
I
right.
make my strength so little? Whatever.
7. What was your armor class again?
15.
The goblin you shot misses. Like it doesn't even matter if they try to hit you, they miss. Like you shot them in their shoulder. Like they had like this
Oh, okay.
twig in their they had like this slightly beefy twig. Like you they sort of sort of looks like a what is it, a cropping whip, but it's not really. It's just a twig, and they were trying to hit you with it, but
Oh.
they missed. They're just like the fuck. This usually works.
Sucks to suck.
Have they done this before?
they hit me with it and it just twing.
Like they were so close. It does
Good
nothing.
enough stick to not break immediately, but still, it's like.
Like they look at the
Disappointing.
stick and then they look back at you like, why didn't this work? Like they sort of look a little confused.
Something ain't right.
They look sort of confused. They're like, wait, hold on.
They've
Wait,
been
am I
beating
supposed
up
to keep
plugs.
track of how many arrows I have?
I think so.
Okay, it depends on DM a lot of the time. A lot of people don't want to keep track of it, so they just say that they fire, and the DM is like, "Yeah, you'll have enough arrows." But if the DM wants to be like, "No, you have to track your arrows, and if you run out, you run out," then it's like, "Oh well."
Yeah, and
For
it
right
also
now,
opens the opportunity of like, oh, you can scavenge
Thor,
after
please.
battle.
Thor, please. Thor, please.
beg for more. No, for
Just
right
Owen
now.
is like just a bow user.
We have 2 bow users in the party already.
Oh, there's
It's
2.
I'm
for right
using a bow
now.
too.
For right
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm not
For
keeping
right
I
now,
track.
also have
7.
a
I will
short
keep
sword,
track of
but I
it.
cannot guarantee that I will hit anything.
I was told to only have 1 weapon, so
Yeah,
I
like to keep
cry.
your main open. I have something planned specifically for you, Jordan, before the end of the interlude, so don't worry. I have something planned for everybody, but I've put more thought into Jordan's because I think it's hilarious. Anyway,
I just hope it's
Oh,
not our
you're gonna
deaths you have
bully
planned.
Jordan?
I just think it's really funny. Don't worry about it. So for right now, 7, I'm keeping track of it. I know you've shot 2 arrows, but until I say like that's enough, like you have no more, just know that there's no more.
Huh?
Lynn, can you mute for a minute so that 7 can hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's alright.
Yeah, no, I'm moving.
No, you're good. 7, for right now, I'm keeping track of it, but when I say you have no more arrows, like, that means no more. Like, you would have to
Okay.
make more, okay?
Okay.
The same goes for you, Jordan. Like, if you
Okay,
need
I
arrows,
have 19 arrows left. Here we go.
no, I'm gonna keep track of it. Like, I will know how many you're, like, firing. Like, it's up to me how many you have, right? So I'm just gonna be like, alright, you have this
Oh,
set
okay.
amount, and I'm just gonna be like, you guys have no more after a certain point, alright?
Okay.
Don't do it mid battle.
It's gonna be mid-battle.
don't expect it so soon, my dear. Anyway, um, it's your turn,
I'm a
Jordan.
stranger.
I'll attempt to hit the guy again.
Which one? The one that got shot by 7?
Is the one that is that one dead as well?
Mm-mm. Like they're both
Okay.
still standing. They don't look.
Both?
Still
Even the one that got
standing.
headshot?
No, not the one that got headshot.
I
That one's
attacked a
dead. I'm
different
talking
one.
about the other two. The one with the slash against them, and then there's one with an arrow. One with the arrow is up to 7. The one with the slash is back sort of near the bushes area. The other two still haven't come out yet.
I'm
Go
gonna
on,
hit
I
the
can
one
take
that's
it.
hitting. I'm gonna hit the one that's hitting 7.
You're gonna hit the one that's hitting 7? Please roll for that, babes!
Nat 20.
Fuck! Like, how would you want to do this? Like, I don't think your damage would do much. Like, how do you want to kill this motherfucker?
You hit them with the how you want to do this already? Damn.
Bro, these things only
Uh,
have like 14 hit points. This one was already down to 9. What do you want me to do?
Wait, they have 14 hit points?
Yeah, isn't that their
These things
dexterity?
are stronger than I am.
Right, it's
Yeah.
their dex
I hit the
is
one from
14.
before with the 7, the headshot one I hit with the 7. Or is that because I hit it in the head? I hit like
You hit it in the head, but it has wait, hold on. Never mind. I'm wrong. It wasn't looking good anyway. But like Jordan
Can
destroyed
we
this
just say
thing.
it bleeds out? It bled out before?
Well, I did math wrong. But like
Oof.
still like this
Wait,
thing
so
was
is it
already
dead or?
no, this thing wait, hold on. Cuz
Do you
this
want me
thing
to
had
help?
like 2 hit points left anyway. My bad. I did
Okay.
math wrong. I said the wrong number. This thing only had 2 hit points left. Jordan, how do you want to kill this motherfucker?
Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes. So this one looks at you like they hear something, they turn towards you, and then they just get hit right between the eyes, and then they fall right in front of Seven's feet.
Can I raise my as a reaction? Can I raise my hand for a high five?
You may want to lower. You may want to lower it. I'm still on the ground, and I am 1 foot tall.
I will lower my. You know what I mean. I will lower my hand for a high five.
I am
Honestly,
still
I
1
imagine
foot
you on
tall is a
top of.
great sentence.
No, I imagine you, Jordan. I imagine you're sort of like 2 feet, like a foot off the ground. Like you're on this like sort of like
Okay.
root stump thing. So like technically Seven would still have to go down, but like you could still give
I
a high
crouched down for a high five.
five.
Listen, I'm like 6 feet tall. Okay.
Alexi starts flying with their wings and hits the top of the hand.
Yay!
I'm gonna count that as an action, Jordan.
Okay.
Because it was still your turn. It was still your turn
No,
before
no, no, no,
Lynn.
no, no, no. You that attack is my turn. That's my
Oh,
action.
then never mind. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Lynn,
We're just
go.
role playing right now. It doesn't count.
Role play to your heart's content. Anyway, Lynn, please tell me what you're gonna do.
How are my comrades looking health-wise?
I'm
Seven's
pretty
looking
good.
alright. They were sort of bit. I'm just
Alright, I
imagining.
still have most of my health points.
Yeah, I just sort
I
of
have not
imagine
been hit
Seven
yet.
being bitch slapped, like across
I
the
did not get
thigh.
bitch slapped. I bitch slapped.
Hold, can you wait a minute? I imagine Seven being bitch slapped across the thigh, and they're like, ah, why? So like they're fine.
Okay.
Besides you getting nicked up on the back of the hand and like having like this small little bump, like the small bruise because of your
See, the
thing.
thing is, that small cut halved my health.
You're kidding.
I have 11 health, and that did 5 damage.
Level 1, we are literally 3 hits away maximum.
I know,
Yeah,
but that's really funny to me. Anyway,
That I'd like to move a little bit away from the goblins in the action, just probably like 20 feet.
so you're gonna move behind the tree.
Yeah, I'll like move behind a tree, and I'm gonna lay on hands myself.
I'm going to say that you duck behind this big ass oak. I'm imagining this is a big ass willow sort of oak tree that sort of have like this nice sort of canopy. It's not blocking out all the sun since it's sort of in a weird clearing within the forest, but like you dunk behind it from where Jordan is, like you pass them and go behind. And how many like do whatever you got to do for your lay on hands. So
It's just a like as an action of 5 HP return of health. So
all right.
Stop
we're-
touching yourself.
they did it in private. Hold
Start
on.
touching myself.
He's touching himself in the corner.
She,
She's touching themselves in the corner. It's
she's touching herself.
Gotcha.
I go behind and I touch the back of my hand where I was nicked and like check around for any other bruises.
besides the
And
one
that
on your
would-
head and besides the nick on the back of your hand. That's the only thing you've had. All right, at the top of the initiative order, we got 7. What are you gonna do?
Yippee!
Where'd the goblins fight?
Well, yeah, but like, are they gonna continue like shooting at him? Are they gonna move? Or like, what's 7 gonna do?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna shoot at another one. Conflict! Woo!
Are you gonna shoot at the 2 at the far back, or are you going to shoot at the goblin with the like slash?
I'll shoot at the goblin with the slash.
All right, roll.
Well, that is a 3. What do I add? Just
I
my range proficiency. That's it, right?
Proficiency plus dexterity for a ranged weapon.
Oh, okay. I got a 9
Modifier,
then.
yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah, no, I got a 9.
your
I
arrow
hit nothing.
Your arrow goes wide and it passes one of the heads of the goblin that's literally behind the bushes. And when this passes through, you see this head come up. Like they're not sort of standing up straight, but you could see that they're a little different from the other one. And they're sort of like eyeing you down. Like, I wasn't going to get a part of this, but now I am. Sort of like eyeing you down. Like they were just sort of going to wait until you ended everyone else. But now they're going to like actually attack you.
Okay.
It's my turn. Give me a minute. Let me roll. It was. Oh, I got a nat 20, bitches.
Wow.
Yep. Hold on.
You should have decided who you're attacking before you roll, but okay.
I got a nat 1.
Oh, I
Against
was-
modifiers. I got.
I was
9.
gonna go back to 7 because like you're far away and Lynn is behind a tree, so 7's like literally the closest to them.
Well,
So the one who you murdered their brother, they come up to you, 7. They're like, "Fuck you and your homies." Give me a minute. Let me just roll. Uh, it was trying to. Uh, slashing was 1d6 plus 2. Hold on. Uh, they start bitch slapping the back of your thigh for like 6 hit points.
6.
Banana.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's d 1d6
20.
plus
Yeah.
2. So yeah.
Okay.
All right then.
Man, I kind of want to just pull out an arrow and, you know.
You could. I don't know if you could have readied an action or not, but you know,
I don't think I can.
not yet. Anyway. All right, cool. Jordan,
I
it's your
don't
turn.
know how. So
Okay, are we hitting a new goblin?
You're gonna hit the one that's hitting 7, or are you gonna hit the one at the 3?
Yeah, the one that's hitting 7.
All right, cool.
Protect before aggro more. That's Alexi. That
Alexi's
is
protecting
a.
and I'm aggroing.
That's a 24 to hit.
This motherfucker didn't have much left, but they were pissed. How are you gonna end this motherfucker?
Again? I gotta
They
stop
have
killing
only
things.
7 hit points. I read the
I
thing
get
wrong, and they
that,
only
but
have
I'm
7.
killing. I'm killing. I have
Man, he's
currently
getting a
both
higher-
kills.
Bro,
No, I have another. I have a kill.
It's
Oh, yeah.
because the attack
Yeah.
that happened prior to the other two was already them being weakened. Like they already had lesser hit points. So you're just ending it by that point.
That's fair.
I'm gonna start getting ready.
I'll hit this one straight in the chest. Like, Alexi will
Right,
pull
dead
it
center
back.
where the gash is.
Yeah.
This this bro this angry mobster brother looks at you like respect, man, and then just falls gracefully
And die.
and dies. It looks happy. Like they're like respect, bro. Like
Damn. Okay.
Oh, okay.
they're like
Shit.
I couldn't have done better. Like all right, kudos to you. I'm dead now.
So
Lynn,
that's 3 dead, 2 to go.
Lynn, my dear, it's your turn.
Right.
I know you have to go soon, Seven, so I'm going to try to speed this up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm getting ready right now. I have to take
All
off
right.
my headphones though, so I won't hear
How
anything
far away
that
is the
happens.
furthest goblin?
Right now, since you moved behind sort of the tree and you moved 20 feet back, sort of like in walking distance, they're about 40, 45, 40 feet away from you. Because you're behind the tree right now, and it would take like
Yeah.
a bit of your action to go back to sort of where you were. And you wouldn't even be able to reach. I don't think you would be
Yeah,
able to
no.
reach them anyway.
I have 25 movement.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to reach them since you went back. Like it would take
Okay,
you
wait then.
almost. You would be like um 5-ish, 10-ish feet away from them if you use your full action, like your full movement. But you won't reach them.
I
Okay.
mean, you could use your movement to dash, which doubles your movement speed, but you don't get to take another action.
Yeah, like they would get.
So wait, that. If that's the furthest goblin, where's the closest?
No, they're both sort of like still behind the bush. Like they haven't
Oh,
come out of the
okay.
bush.
Then
So
yeah,
like,
I'll just use my full movement to move back to where I was.
all right, I'm just gonna count like the 20 movement because like they're sort of like 10-ish feet away from you guys at the moment since you went behind the tree. So, uh, oh wait, Seven can't hear us.
Gone.
Um, yeah, I think it's alright for now since Seven can't hear us to like sort of gloss over their turn. I'll give them like I'll give Seven an opportunity attack against one of them just so that we can continue.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Seven, what will you do? You have like you're like they finished their turn, Lynn finished their turn, so it's your turn.
Oh shit! I just dropped my dice. Sorry, go on.
So like you have these two goblins behind the bush. Like one of them has their head perked out, sort of like you
Can I shoot it?
Sure.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Kill him.
Right?
So plus dexterity. That's a 20.
Like a dirty 20 or is it like a nat
A
20?
dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
Yeah. Now let me roll to
Yeah, roll
damage.
for hit, please. Like damage.
That is a 7.
Alright, hold on. Cause
Is it dead?
math, no. This one isn't going
Why?
to this one isn't going to go down as easily.
Damn.
You said this was
Oh well.
7 points of damage?
Yes.
Alright. Your arrow basically nicks its ear. Like
Huh?
it sort of takes off its ear, basically. This
Oh, okay.
goblin's hand grasps at their ear shot, and they look at the other person, and both of these goblins come out. Now that the
Oh.
goblins are in full view, I want you all to roll me an intelligence check or like um monster check, basically something with your intelligence to see if you know what these things are.
Nat 1.
Jordan, you thought you knew what they were, but like like you're sort of like they
Very
look
confused. Yep.
they look different from the others, but
16.
you can't tell. 16. And Lynn,
Yeah.
what did you get before I tell 7? Say that again.
14.
14. 7. You know what these fuckers are?
Uh-oh.
They're goblin shaman. These
Uh-oh.
mother these motherfuckers like to cast spells, and there's 2 of them.
Man, well, I'm out of here.
You just attacked one of them. They're
And
mad.
now it's gonna kill me.
They're going
Or
to attack
attack me.
you.
Shadow
Yeah.
Wizard Money Gang. We love casting
Shadow Wizard
spells.
Money Gang. We
All right,
love casting spells.
let me just roll this d20. I hope I don't kill you fuckers. Hold on.
Bye,
Let me just get something.
7.
Hold on. A
Man.
d20 for. Hold on.
If it's a crit, you roll double. You roll the
It's not a.
damage twice.
It's not a crit. That's not why I was laughing. I was just laughing at the stupidity of the spell. Hold on.
Oh no, that's even worse.
You before I continue, you notice that both of them have a staff. I forgot to mention this, but they have like this small little staff, like in their hands. I want to say that it's in their left hands because they ain't no righties in this world, which I am upset about saying. Um, I don't know what actual spell I want them to use against you, but let's just say they're using. Jordan, quick question.
Yes.
To cast a magic spell, which one was it again? Was it wisdom or intelligence?
Depends on the class of the character, and also if you're looking for like what the people need to roll to like not be affected by it, that's spell save DC, which is different.
I don't really have a spell save DC for like what I'm looking at, so I'm just gonna
Uh,
say
what are you looking at?
I
If I
will
don't,
send.
oh well, just say it. Well, whatever.
I will just send it over to you, so like you all will see their stats. Basically, I don't mind because obviously I just
I
put it
don't
in.
know what any of them mean, so.
You're good. I put it in the VC thing.
Yep, I see it.
Hmm.
Goblin Shaman.
Um, I'm assuming you're trying to use one of its spells with the innate spellcasting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it has a spell save DC here, which is 13,
Oh, okay.
and it has a +8 to hit with spell attacks. So the spell attacks would be things like Firebolt, Burning Hands, Fireball, Lightning Bolt, those types of things. And
Yeah.
then the ones like Message, Charm Person, Detect Thoughts, and Sleep don't really have to hit, more as they are just you have to pass the save kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. They're just going to throw a fireball, and it was DC 13 plus 8 to attack, which would be my. So I would add plus 8 to strength.
Question: Is it Firebolt or Fireball?
Fireball.
God,
Oh
we're gonna
fuck.
fucking die.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we are.
Well, I was gonna give 7 like this free reaction to like dodge because they weren't paying attention prior, so 7 still has that if they want to
Oh,
dodge.
okay.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah. Technically, what you could do is if a person's casting a spell right next to somebody, they can maybe you can let them like make an action to attack them because spells take time.
Yeah.
I can
Cause
attack them?
yeah.
Wait, how much do I need to dodge? What is dodge? What do I add? Dexterity?
Dodge is an action
Athletics?
you would have to take
Yeah,
as
dodge
your
is an
turn.
action.
So I don't have to roll. Do I have to roll for it?
Not right now. I
No, not
mean,
right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Like you're yeah. Um
Okay, well then I'm just gonna attack him again.
As they're preparing the spell, you attack. What are you gonna do? Like,
So
It's basically an
good.
opportunity attack, so you
Dexterity.
just get a
like,
free attack.
yeah.
I have a dirty 19. Um, with my longbow again, and that is 8 damage.
All right, hold on. You're attacking the one that you nicked their ear, right?
Yes.
All right, 15, 20. All right. You shoot this one mid casting. They're they look even more upset than before. Um,
I hope you know what you're doing by using Fireball. Have you read it?
what I like, I imagine like this tiny little thing just popping up in front of them while they were trying to.
Fireball is not tiny.
Fireball is a 20-foot radius sphere where we have to make a dexterity saving throw, otherwise we take 8d6 fire damage. And if we save and pass the dexterity saving throw, we take half of that still.
I'm not imagining this thing as being fucking huge. Like these,
I mean,
I'm using like their stats to like help out, but they're not as strong as what you're imagining. Like
So,
it's
like,
just
will that just be
Okay.
a firebolt then?
no. I'm
I don't know.
imagining. I like this is sort of like
man,
let's.
Fireball is not good for my half-water Genasi character.
Yeah, you
I'm just
fucked
gonna
up by
fucking
shooting at them.
evaporate.
Anyway, I imagine like
It's
this.
their fault.
Imagine.
They shot me first. No, they didn't. Shh.
Hold on. So let me continue explaining. I imagine these as sort of like homebrew versions. Like they don't have as much magic as they probably should, if that makes sense. Like in a normal D&D campaign, they just sort of have like enough to make tiny little ones that they can hunt with because they're in the forest, so they're not getting as much action. Let's say to like have like better spells, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So like this fireball that was going to pop up was like imagine like a small what is it? Baseball? Just like a small baseball just floating a fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Just really freaking tiny. Like if it hit you, Jordan, you would be like, "Oh fuck, that hurt." It's like getting freaking it's like a softball like sort of being
Yep.
thrown like the tiny ones. So it's like that. And you're just like, "Ah, what the fuck?" If you got hit
Gotcha.
with it. The one next to it just turns to the other one and starts laughing. And since I'm gonna say that they failed, like finish casting it, Jordan, it's your turn.
Okay. I'd like to fire an arrow at the one that just casted a spell, or was trying to.
All right. Like you can clearly tell that the other one's not taking this lightly. Like they're just laughing. Like you could see this one just holding their stomach, almost about to fall over.
Does a
Just
12 hit?
hold on. Let me think about this one. I'm gonna say a 12 does hit, mostly because of how damaged they are. So I'm gonna say 12 hits.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh, I get to roll damage. This is the first time.
It's your first time rolling damage. Let's see.
7.
Hold on. I'm using the calculator to hold the number of. How do you want to end this one's life?
um, straight to the neck.
This one is.
He was being loud.
This one is the one that's already gotten shot with an arrow. The one's laughing isn't reacting to what you're doing. All right, just so you can know,
Mm.
the one that looks really pissed off at their friend, like, what the fuck? You're supposed to help me. You're supposed to have my back, homie. Looks at the thing like they heard a bow release, so they look at where it's coming from, and it hits them. They fall backwards. Imagine Alice in Wonderland, where the cards are painting the roses. You just see this goblin shaman fall back, and their blood just sort of dyes the bush in their blood.
Uh,
All right, Lynn, it's your turn. The one next to it stopped laughing, and you see tears come out. Like, you killed my best friend. You killed my fucking best friend, you fuckers. I'ma end you now, you bitch. Like, they look serious.
Alright, wisened up. Let's see. I had all this time to think about it, and then I just didn't think about it.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to get the
Okay.
numbers in order, so I feel
Hold
that.
on. I think I have to go. So, I guess
Seven?
Ripple just fucking evaporates.
No, wait. Seven, can you please sort of like have your describe your character just sort of lightly passing out before you go? That they just sort of
Thank
fall.
Like, I guess Ripple would suddenly like slump slightly and go, "Oh shit," and then they just fall to the floor.
All right then. Bye, Seven.
Fainting spell. Okay, bye bye.
All right.
I also have to go, but I will make my attack before I go. One sec.
Uh-oh, Jordan.
hmm?
Alright.
All right.
What happened?
Seven's leaving, and so is Lynn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna make my attack, but I'm gonna leave afterwards.
Let's hope you make a heavy
Uh,
attack because Jordan's gonna be alone for this.
God.
I'm gonna charge at this now depressed guy. Then swing my axe. Right for the head. I'm
Is this going to
going
be
for
a
the head here.
double-handed attack? Because if I'm not mistaken, a double-handed attack does more since you have an
Uh,
Oh, I
axe.
mean all of my I mean it's a battle axe.
Yeah, but like.
Battle axes are two-handed weapons automatically, so I don't. There's like.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't think it changes. It's already a 1d8, and then that's +2.
Yeah, and two-handed doesn't add any damage on its own.
All right, all
It
right,
just means that it requires two hands to use.
all right.
So I'm
Then
gonna we'll see if I hit.
please give it
15's
some
good, right?
15 hits. 15 hits.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna charge up to this guy, and all right, I'm gonna do 9 damage. I'm gonna swing for his head and do 9 damage.
All right, hold on. Um, thi- this one sees you coming up to it while they're really sad, and what you get is basically you scratch like the top of their noggin. Like, you give them a good indent, but they're not down. While this happens, Lynn, please tell me how you faint. Because you're leaving.
I swing and I give the scratch, and I think I just kind of follow the weight of my axe and just kind of tumble down to the ground.
Ooh.
All
Just
right.
kind of
Just
flipped
know that
over
this thing will
after.
probably take an opportunity attack.
God. Okay.
All right.
I mean, I could still play, but I'd have to do it by text, and I don't think I want to do that.
That's fine. That's fine. If you could just hear, that way I wouldn't have to have you down.
I can
That's
do it.
perfectly fine by me.
I'm good with it.
All right. I'm at the top of the initiative order because Seven is technically right now asleep.
Passed
I,
out.
passed out. Basically, like they have 0 hit points, but not really. Like, they're just out for the moment. Um, I'm gonna roll now. This is gonna be interesting. Roll. Come on.
Yeah, let my luck continue. Here we go.
Hold on. Uh, DC 13. So I would add 13 plus the dice roll I made. right?
Sorry, what?
No, I'm wrong. It was the 8. I'm wrong. Hold on. I'm slow.
You're good. It's just anything over 10 right now in any like rolls like that is like wild for level 1.
I'm gonna lower like the number because the stats is really freaking high, so I'm gonna lower that number to this. Ooh, that's still really freaking high. Um, does 13 hit?
13 hit me? No.
No, I'm trying to think of Lynn. Lynn, I know you're
Uh
still here, but does 13 hit? You could put it in text in the VC in the voice chat, like if you're still paying attention, or I could just pull up your character sheet. Lynn. All right, hold on. Uh, Let me just pull up Lynn's character sheet. Would be easier. Um,
I typed in no mic.
does 13 hit like hit you?
13 doesn't hit.
Oh, it doesn't
That's
hit.
what
All right.
that's what's posted in no mic.
I see. I see. Okay, so they finish casting this like small fireball, and it just passes your head, Lynn. Like they're like, oh no! Like they thought they were the shit, but now they're a little scared. Jordan, it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to fire an arrow.
All right.
That's a 19 plus 5. So
So
24.
that hits. That hits. That fucking hits.
Um, I would like to use my critical master class to turn it into a crit, expending my 1 point.
Can you tell me the number exactly so I can at least imagine this because I don't remember the numbers you're using.
uh, critical pool. I have it increases like every other level. I get another one, and basically, if I crit, I can turn it into a normal hit to place one into the pool, or I can turn a hit into a crit by taking one out.
Oh, it basically turns your 24 into a nat 20. All right, I got it, I got it. Uh, so please roll
So
me your
now I can
damage.
roll
Double
2
damage.
dice. Yeah,
Please, like this thing is already scared, but I want to know how much damage you're gonna do to this thing.
4 plus 5, 9 damage in total.
Hold on, let me see what their thing is. Mhm. This thing is still standing.
That's fine.
This thing is scared and it's hurt. Like it will try to run away. Lynn, you get a opportunity attack because it's running away from your vicinity since you're so
It it moves out of range, so you get an opportunity.
like it's trying to leave. It's like I ain't fucking with you bitches anymore. Like
Kill
this
him.
got serious.
Try to swipe its legs out.
But you gotta give me the roll, my dear.
That's still an attack roll a lot of the time. I mean, unless you want to do grapple rolls, but
No,
grapple rolls
no,
go
I'm talking
for.
about like give me a number, like what their d20 is. Like I get that that's a still attack. Like that's fun. That's fine.
It's a 5 on the roll.
You miss. This thing starts running. Uh, Jordan, I will also give you an opportunity attack. It will
Okay.
just it will just have to be like a solid one because you're still really far away and it's slowly
Yeah.
getting past the bush. So
Yeah, I'm
try.
just gonna fire again.
Yeah,
20 dirty.
that hits.
Ooh. 5 more damage.
You said 5 more damage? How do you want to kill this thing, Jordan?
Oh god! Right in the back of the head.
As this thing is running, like it's running for its life, it's trying to go full throttle, but it
Hat
can't.
trick.
But it can't. The arrow comes right through their head, like it pierces through,
Ooh.
and it hits this tree, like I want to say another 20 feet away from where you guys are, so about 40-ish feet, and it hits this tree, dead fucking center. This thing falls. You see some sort of like brain matter goo just sort of out there. And this thing is just lying face down on this like this pile of like blueberries. And these blueberries, if
My
it looks
blueberries.
weird. These blueberries look weird, but like it just face plants into these blueberries.
Uh,
And you
Alexa
guys are
will Alexa will laugh to themselves, laughing at the fact that they thought they could get away.
you all are out of initiative order.
We're back to
Seven
normal gameplay.
seven is sort of out of it. Since seven isn't here, I'm going to describe what's going on. With seven, only you guys can see what's going on. There's sort of like this weird, like they already look watery, but there's like this weird, like murkiness floating around. Like, if you guys, I believe you guys have seen Seven's character design, and their hair and skin sort of like look like this watery color. Like it gets a little darker than you would like than it looks like. You see sort of like this sort of weird thing come from its fingertips and just sort of floating around, sort of as if there's debris within seven. But seven is out cold. Like they're not hurt besides getting bitch slapped against their like thighs, but they're just sort of slumped over on the floor out of it. What will you two do?
Uh, I don't think that Alexa would want to do anything because, again, they just met them, and they just met them as well. So they're just like they just start placing their weapon away and start trying to take note of everything that they have still. Make sure that nothing was stolen or anything.
I'm just gonna wait for Lynn's answer for her. So you're just gonna go over and look at Seven's wounds, like the slaps that he got against their thighs. I'd like to lay. Yeah, you could do that. Just give me a roll on how many hit points seven would get back, and just at seven and say this is how many hit points you would get back, so that way they can mark it on their character sheet when they get back.
Lay on hands the slaps.
No, I imagine Lynn just sort of slaps while they're putting Lay on
Slaps
hand,
where they got slapped.
which I think is really funny.
I don't think lay on hands is always 5, but I
I
could be
believe
wrong.
I believe Lay on Hands was supposed to be like a roll, if I'm not mistaken, to get a certain amount of hit points back. But all right, just make sure to at seven, so that they know that they got how many ever hit points back, if you don't mind. It would be at John. So, huh?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I see now.
Yeah. All right. Um, I can't really do anything if you guys aren't going to talk to each other, so that's a little e.
Yeah, it's kind of hard with one player out of it. Um,
Yeah.
and also the other player being text only. So
Yeah. Hold on, I will. All right. Lynn, what are you going to do? Are you going to interact with Alexi, or are you just gonna finish up healing 7? Uh, Let me just do this for a minute because this is a little awkward, and I don't really want Seven's character to stay where they are. So give me a minute. Where is? I could just do this. Hold on. I'm just informing Seven that I'm going to do this. All right. So I'm going to take control of Seven's character while this is happening. So um, so Seven's character sort of like groggily wakes up.
I'm gonna answer Lisma. I'm gonna go. Well, I'm sort of lost here as well. I'm sort of used to it at this point, but I'm just traveling around trying to find a place. And I see we got the Sleeping Beauty to wake up, huh?
Yeah. Sorry about that one. I don't actually know what happened. Uh, that's a little awkward for me. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Anyway, what are your guys' names? Like, I I feel like we're just saying you a lot. Like, my name
Yeah,
is Ripple. Nice to meet you, ladies.
nice to meet you too, Ripple. The name's Alexi.
Nice to meet you, Alexi. And Miss with the war axe. Well, Lisa, nice to meet you. And um, did did you by chance heal me, or like I feel like I got hit and then it sort of went away. Nah, it's all right. Thanks for healing me though. And to well, that makes sense. Hey, Alexi, it seems like you were already in this clearing before us, but like, where were you trying to get to exactly? And same for you, Lisa. Like, where are you guys trying to get to? Because I
Out of character, you this hasn't been explained to us. So what do you what would there's is it just we're lost? What is it?
well, Lynn is
Because
trying to
okay.
get to the temple in the city of Inex, So Lynn knows where they're going. I like as DM, I'm sort of hoping you guys will want to like get to a town or just sort of like experience one, depending.
Mm.
So that's why Ripple is asking where you guys are going. Uh, I'm going to go back to being Ripple for a minute, so I
Yeah.
could sort of continue. Um, just so that I'm aware, and so that you guys are also aware. I've lost 3 days of time,
Well,
and I sort of just woke up after I face planted. The second time I face planted was meeting up with you, Lisa, and then we got into combat. So I'm a little turned around.
well, there's nothing wrong with being turned around.
No, it's usually fun to be turned around, but I prefer being on the sea when I'm turned around. This isn't my usual. Well, path to the nearest temple, but that entire here I may lost too. Um, well, if we're
You
all
did
a
say that we're lost, so.
yeah, well, if we're all a little lost, I don't know if Seven's character could do this or not, but I'm not going to do it because I don't know much of Seven's character. But hey, Alexi, can you? I know you could sort of fly. Can you see if you can see any sort of smoke above? Since these things are like really tall, and I can't really tell if there's smoke coming from a certain direction. Maybe we could find a, the temple you're looking for, Lisa, and probably get me back to where I'm supposed to be, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Alexei will attempt to fly up to above the trees.
Um, while you're flying above the canopy, you sort of see like the wind sort of sway in like the sort of under the sea fashion, sort of like smoothly, but like very reminiscent of home for you anyway, Jordan. While you're going up there, you do see smoke, but um it seems like it's coming from a far distance away. I would say it's about um, a 2-day trek towards where the smoke is. If you're checking repeatedly, and it's sort of like going towards. Hold on, let me look at the world map. It's going towards a little bit towards the northwest from where you guys are.
And
Uh,
I don't see any other landmarks.
um, the best you can notice is that there's a mountain range. Um, if I'm imagining where you guys are, it's like to the right side of you, not the right, the left hand side of you guys, and like there's a village. So basically, you're going up to like if you look at the world map, where you are in the kingdom of uh, Ragnarok, you'll see this like mountain range near like near the north east, and you guys are trying to follow that sort of mountain path, but you sort of see smoke above these canopies of trees. Let me just grab this and copy image, and then I'm just gonna share my screen with on my drawing tablet, so you guys can see this
Or you
a
could
little
post it
better.
in the Discord.
I can, but I'm extra.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yay,
That's
you're
really
back.
good goulash.
I
Hmm?
don't know what that is.
You don't know goulash? Damn.
I don't eat many different things. Hold on. Let me just share my screen for a quick sec.
It's like macaroni noodles and like sauce and
Hmm, sounds interesting. All right, so let me just grab this. So you guys are somewhere around this. Oh, that's funny. Um, you guys are somewhere around this area right here. If you guys are looking at the live,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
you guys are somewhere around this area, and the village would be around there. Hold on, let me just make sure this is actually. It's not writing. How sad. Um, the village would be somewhere around around here, sort of like near the waterish, like esque. So yeah, you guys are sort of like near this mountain range.
Okay.
Yep.
Alexia will fly back down and say, "Okay, we have some mountain ranges, and I saw a smoke column going up, but it's it looked to be a decent ways out."
Hmm. I
Did
bet that is probably moving towards the smoke.
you're gonna have to say that again, Lynn? Like you sound very muffled for me.
Same.
Okay, wait one sec.
Hmm.
Am I better now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was using my earbuds. I think that muffles my mic.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have to move towards the smoke if we want any hope of getting out of here quicker.
Fair
I
enough.
agree with that. I do want to know what happened to me since I lost 3 days, but you
I
know,
don't think
like
I don't think any of us here can answer that for you.
I didn't think so. I do know that I crashed into you. I'm sorry about that. I was running a little too fast.
You're
I think
quite
the
fine. My axe did more damage to me than you.
Yeah, but I also think it's slightly my fault that the goblins followed. I don't think they would have known where we were if it wasn't for the crash. So,
No
Conflict is done.
worries. Everybody
true.
makes mistakes. It's about learning from them. That's the most important.
You're very wise for being so tiny.
What does being wise have to do with my height?
Yeah.
No, it's mostly because most of the people I meet who are wise are usually drunk and they're very, very tall. Like they're taller than me. So, I'm not used to getting such wise advice from someone of your stature. Sorry, forgive me for my rudeness, but I had to say it.
Well, just remember that wisdom can come in all shapes and forms next time, okay?
All right.
I'm going to try not to take offense to that either.
All right. Are you guys going to start trekking towards the village or not? Like, are you guys walking while this is happening, or
I mean, yeah, that's probably our
Yeah,
best
we
bet.
should probably
yeah?
start moving.
While you guys are having this interaction and it's walking, you guys were already near midday. It's already starting to become night. Like it's sort of like that sort of like afternoon glow of like the sun is coming down. It's sort of giving you like this nice shadowy effect. Are you guys gonna set up camp or are you guys gonna keep walking through the night?
Mm,
Would
camp
we
may be
have
our best.
camping supplies?
I figured you guys would just sort of like make a small like little camping area where you guys can just sort of take turns doing watch.
Yeah,
If
timber wouldn't be too hard to
like
create.
yeah, like since
Okay.
you guys are sort of like always have your own little personal stuff, you like to do things on your own. Um, you especially, Jordan, would sort of just like be used to like having the forest help you sort of be camping out due to your already small stature. You would just sort of like find little nooks and crannies where you could fit into and just sort of sleep there for the night without being disturbed. Um,
Hmm.
Lynn, for your character would sort of like be a regular paladin. They would just sort of sleep with their weapon next to them, have like a small fire going, and turn it off before they go to sleep because you you care
What
for
one
the
thing
life
though?
around you. Yeah. For Seven's character, they're not used to camping out, so you could sort of tell that they're like a little lost while doing this. Who's taking lead of this, by the way? Like for setting up camp. Like who wants to take lead for that?
I
Uh,
can, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. I just wanted to consult you on timber gathering.
Yeah, we can work on that together. I know that my small size tends to, I tend to grab ones that will keep me warm, but I know that we need to grab larger for creatures that aren't my size. So.
Oh, no, the issue isn't that at all. It's just I I wanted to consult a fae if I was going to fell a
Oh,
tree.
that's perfectly fine. If it, I consider it being that as long as the cycle of life continues, everything is fine.
So,
Uh,
do you
I
want me to
might.
roll an attack roll on a tree?
I feel like you would like sort of look for like the thinner tree, and it would just sort of fall easily while you're sort of like trying to take it down so that you can get the timber. Like they're not all tall trees. There are a couple like smaller ones where like they look easy enough for you to make a campfire with. I wouldn't want you to roll for something like that. Um, and Seven Ripple is sort of just like trying to like see if they could help. Like they come up to one of you. I know they Lisa's cutting down a tree at the moment, so they'll go over to Jordan and be like, can I help with anything? I'm not used to camping out like this, so um is there anything you need me to help you with at all?
Yeah, sure. You have bedrolls and things for us to sleep on, correct? Or at least
I,
for yourself to sleep on.
I'm gonna check Seven's character sheet because I don't know what they have, honestly.
Cool.
I've just read their backstory and be like,
I remember that you told me not to take the pack that I was offered in that is given in character creation. So I have nothing, by the way, Thor.
hmm.
Oh, we weren't supposed to do that.
I know some people did. I just was not able to console everyone about it. I was just all over the place that week. Seven. Hold on. I don't think Seven's character has. Yeah, Seven is also carrying nothing. Well, they're sort of used to it because of how they do things. Um, hold on. Wait, never mind. I was reading
Sorry,
the wrong
my
thing.
my headphones just died. I missed like the last 5 seconds.
Um, Seven doesn't have like a sleeping sack or whatever, but it makes sense for Seven's character not to have one. Um, as they mentioned before, they're always on the sea, so they're not really carrying stuff like this. They would say, I don't really camp out often. I'm usually being swayed by the ocean, lulled to sleep. Being on land is a little. I'm not always on there. I usually help around a ship. So I don't usually have that stuff on me. I do have like rope and stuff like that if need be, but I don't have stuff like that. I could also just sleep on the floor, lean against a tree. It's fine. Just something that
Yeah,
can keep us warm.
definitely. See if you can find some fallen leaves or anything from broken down branches and stuff. That those things can tend to soften up the ground a little bit, make it even more tolerable.
Oh, all right, cool. Thanks. Um, I assume, Lynn, you would already have like all the stuff you need to make a small fire. This would take you guys up to like 2 hours. It's already pretty slightly dark. It's still light enough where you could just spark up like the campfire. You each find like a comfy spot to sit in or like rest in. Would you guys be talking throughout this, or would you guys are just like gonna like are you guys gonna take turns on night watch? And who would go first? I assume like you guys already have the campfire done. You guys are in comfy spots.
Oh, I
Um,
can go first if you want.
if that's what you wish. I don't think Lisma would really talk that much on the
Uh,
quieter side.
uh, a Ripple would sort of go to them and be like, I I could take first watch considering I sort of passed out earlier. Um, like you both can rest and I'll wake you guys up afterwards.
Yeah, sure. I'll take second watch then. Wake me up next.
All right then. Um, the night goes smoothly. You guys, as Seven is watching, Seven's looking up at Seven's character Ripple is looking up at the sky, trying to use their normal navigational sense while they're on the ocean to see where they are. Based on where you told them they're going to be, Seven would probably just point out the direction, like, hey, we should keep going this side if they're going to talk to you guys in the morning when they switch watch. Nothing eventful happens while Seven is watching. Um,
Does this count as a long rest?
This will count as a long rest for you, but not considerably for because like Jordan's going to get woken up halfway
Um,
through, if I'm not
okay.
mistaken, right?
Technically, technically, the breaks in between long rests will still count. It will still count as a long rest
Okay, then.
if you count the time correctly. It's like breaks of longer than like 3 hours is what considers like it's too long.
All right, and then
But
all right. So it's getting into the night. The moon is basically above you guys while that was happening. Like Seven's perception is pretty freaking alright. So they're just sort of watching. They're sort of listening. Um, Once this moon is sort of slightly a little tilted past sort of midnight, I'm gonna say around like sort of like 2 a.m. They'll go over to where you rested, Jordan, and they're going to
mhm.
sort of tap you and be like, "Hey, Alexi, it's your turn."
Mm, uh, they do a little stretch, and then they're like, "Okay, thank you for waking me up for that. I hope you have a great, hope you have a good sleep." And then
Yeah,
Alexei gets out.
they would tell you that nothing eventful has happened around here. Like, I think the only attack that you guys have gotten was when it was basically midday. Can you roll me a perception check, Jordan?
Yeah,
Like,
sure. We're gonna get trapped
Um,
in the middle of the night. Can't wait.
can I also add that right now, Lisma is like it's bad snoring. It's really bad snoring.
Nice.
It's so bad.
I think Ripple would be used to it because they're always surrounded by people who are drunk or like because they have such a heavy smell of rum on them. They're probably just used to it, and I think you lull Ripple to sleep. Like once they sat down and took Alexi's advice, they passed out due to your snoring. They're just against a tree, just like asleep. Sort of like that slump drunk sleep, like when someone's sort of like slumped over and breathing, like they're like that. They're just passed out. Jordan, what did you get?
25.
You notice everything is quite peaceful. Nothing, like everything is in harmony this night. Like everything is peaceful, relaxed. You could feel the sense of nature just sort of like relax. It's perfectly fine. And you sort of feel like the area you are in feels I want to say the word is like happy, considerate,
Tranquil.
like tranquil, but also like in this really giddy sort of sense. Like you could feel sort of like there's other Fae around, but they're not in the plane that you're perceiving them in, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
Sort of like when you were passing through, like you sort of slipped out of the Fey world, you could sort of still feel like the Fey world is connected in this area, but you can't see it quite yet.
Gotcha.
Like it hasn't tried to pull you back in. It hasn't tried to make you feel lost. Night passes through quite quietly and quickly, and then morning comes. You all wake up. I'm assuming you like put out the fire, or you guys try to cover it up or whatever, sort of to like just
Yeah,
in
stick it
case
out.
some yeah, sort of in case like other monsters or like goblins are trying to attack and they're following you or whatever. Like the five that you saw were a little odd to you anyway. Like from each of your perspectives, it was a little odd that there was five of them already like together, and two of them were magic users. So that sort of struck you guys as a little odd for each of you guys who've been in a forest or fought against monsters.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh shoot, we forgot to loot the bodies. Upsetting.
Yeah.
Alexia would be
Actually.
upset about that. It completely didn't cross the mind.
Yeah, I think if
I'm just gonna
reminded
say
about
this
that,
now,
I would
like
be kind of sad too.
out of metagame, like they had nothing on them of true value besides like the magic users having like their staff, and the other two were just in the all three of the three of the other goblins were just in loincloths. One had like the thick stick. Besides that, they didn't have much on them anyway. Like you couldn't take anything off them anyway. Were sort of like scrappy. Like they didn't have enough on them.
Yeah. Yeah, Alexi just tends to check for like notes or orders or physical representations of like allegiances, things like that, when it's situations like that. But
I don't think it was like allegiance based. If you want, you can roll an intelligence check, like to reminisce on it, basically, like to
okay.
see if you remembered anything off of them.
Nope, I got a 3.
uh, Lynn, you could also roll this if you want to think about it, because it also struck you as slightly odd. You can roll for it.
Yeah. Wait, what was that a roll for again?
Intelligence, sort of like to reminisce if you remembered anything off of these goblins.
Yeah. That's a 12.
You notice that they didn't really have a sort of allegiance mark. It's sort of like they were like a group that sort of found each other, sort of like how you guys found each other, but they've been together for a while, sort of as if they were kicked out from somewhere prior and they sort of just congregated in this forest. They probably were trying to hunt the mice, the horned rabbits, and other creatures just so that they could survive. It wasn't that
Deserved. They ran into the clearing. Not my problem.
like it didn't seem like they had any allegiances anyway, so there's nothing to worry about there. But it is a little odd that the five of them sort of found each other. Like you would normally see a group of five normal goblins, not two magic users, and then three regular goblins. But it seemed like they just sort of found each other. Um, Seven's character Ripple would just sort of like wake up, give like this piratey stretch as if they were sleeping on the ocean for too long, and they would go, "Morning, ladies."
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Um,
No.
not to be rude, Lisa, but you put me to sleep so fast. Thank you. I probably wouldn't have slept so quickly.
I don't know how to feel about that, but glad you rested.
Mm. Um, shall we start walking? Uh, Here's a question. I don't know if anyone asked this. How did you guys sort of end up here? Like, was there some weird event or whatever that brought you guys here, or were you guys just sort of just there? I know for me, I was just sort of just there, but you guys seem a little more put together.
I was on my way to meet other paladins,
Hmm.
as I said.
Yeah, I think I was
Whereas
waking up while you were saying that. Yeah.
whereas I am just naturally just more used to running with the flow of things. I have no idea how I ended up here or at the current moment, but don't worry, we'll figure things out.
Just so that we're all on the same sort of path. D- what day is it today? Like, I know I should have asked yesterday, but I was sort of frazzled. What day is it? Um,
Um,
You're asking okay, out of character. We're asking questions that we haven't been briefed any
I
information
know,
on.
I know. That's the point. Um,
that's the point.
that's the point.
It's the
That's the
point.
point. I sort of want to make
Uh,
it. This is out of metagame. I just sort of want to make it feel sort of coincidental. So you guys don't really know what's going on half the time. I will give those informations like willingly. You guys won't have to roll for it. Um, like how I'm going to do now. It's sort of like Lynn. You know, it's sort of like been a few years after the whole war thing. Um, right now you guys are sort of in midsummer. Like I want to say around June. I I'll say around June 18th. So you guys are right now. The day you guys are in is like June 17th. I haven't decided on the year of the world, so you guys just know the month and um like what season you're in. Yeah.
Mm.
um, can I roll to see if I remember? Is the thing
Remember what exactly?
the date?
Yeah, you can roll if you roll.
I think I'm gonna roll intelligence on that one.
Yeah, you could roll intelligence or you could just roll a regular d20. Like, I was just giving this information in general, like,
Yeah,
so that each character could know it.
I got a 6.
You know what season you're in and you remember the month, but you cannot recall the day. Like, you can't tell what day it is or whatever. Um, can you also roll me an intelligence check, Jordan, just to see if you can tell how many years have passed or like how long you've been in the
What?
Fae?
Year? Oh,
Because you were in
God.
the Fae.
Okay, because you've changed up my backstory, and my character's
Oh
not going to be happy that they've been gone for multiple years.
no, I'm not. I'm not talking about multiple years. I mean like to see how many
Another
minutes or
year.
no, it's not going to be like years. It's going to be how many months have like sort of passed or like weeks, depending on how. Because I'm imagining you were sort of like a few a few days within the Feywild, and it just equivalent to like a week, sort of being in there. In my head canon for the Feywild, if that makes
Okay,
sense. So like you would have missed a couple of days or like a week, depending on like what you get.
17.
Um, you were in there for like you were inside the Feywild for like 4-ish days, so you were in equivalents from when you sort of like sort of slipped in. It was sort of like a week, uh, less than that, because you sort of were looking for a way out anyway without knowing it, if that makes sense.
Mm.
So, like, you knew that you were in the Feywild, but you were also trying to slip out of the Feywild. So, you weren't there for long. So that it can make sense for your lore continuity. Just so that you could sort
Gotcha.
of end up here, if that makes sense. It was sort of,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, plot devices. Gotta love them.
Plot devices.
Plot!
Plot, yay.
Yay,
Um,
plot!
yeah. You would also know that you weren't there long. You just sort of popped in and then popped right out. Just like you were just sort of used to sort of feeling this way. Like you were meant to follow this path, but you don't know why. If that makes sense.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Um, Alex is gonna go. Well, I'm not too sure about the exact date, but looking at the season and estimating how much time has passed since I've been around here, I guess I would say it's around June.
Mm, that makes
It's warm
sense.
and the trees are green, and that's all that matters.
Uh, I I know it was somewhere around summer, and I know it was around June. Slightly. I just wanted to know the exact date because it feels off to me that I've lost 3 days. And while this conversation is going on, it's already sort of like midday at best. Are you guys going to scrounge for food or anything like that? Like, it's going to be a slight trek. Seven has some
Yeah,
stuff on him. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
you told me to bring nothing. I got nothing.
Hmm.
I got rations to share.
Then share them rations if you wanna.
Alright.
Also look for some edible plants. We don't want to rely solely on the rations, otherwise they won't be spread out long enough.
Well, it's already been a day compared to the 2 days that you guys are trying to travel, so it's just gonna take what a few more hours. One last rest, and then you'll get there.
Hmm.
Uh, Alexi, would you care for some fruit or nuts?
Ah, sure. Thank you for offering.
Of course. And with that, I'll also take some.
You would just sort
Some
of
of my
see,
rations.
you would sort of see Seven like pull out this like beef jerky, like it's really dried, out of like the pocket they have. It sort of looks slightly wet because Seven is always sort of wet, so it sort of gives some moisture to their like really dried beef jerky. And they just sort of start eating it quietly.
I I put some jerky on some hardtack and try and make a sandwich out of it.
I imagine that that's just really funny to me. Anyway, um, I'm just gonna sort of skip over this small rest because it's just gonna be the same as the other day. Anyway, so you guys end up in a village called Seaside. It's really weird. They're not near the seaside, but they like to call themselves Seaside. Um, while you guys are
Real
walking,
spatially aware.
I
oh,
don't know if you can call that spatially aware.
so that's the name of the village. Like you saw like a little sign, and you could see that there's like an actual path coming out of the forest. Like there's a path to get into the village, and there looks like there's a path to a different direction, going elsewhere. Uh,
Oh,
well, you
thank
guys.
God, paved roads.
Come on, the forest floor wasn't that bad.
Well, I'm not really used to the forest floor. I'm more used to hardwood, but this path looks alright. Like, not much I can do about it.
We're walking on stone, not grass.
It's not really half stone. Like you could sort of see like they were trying to make stone, but they got sort of lazy halfway through, so it's sort of like this pavement, like not pavement, like if you think of Minecraft logic, how they sort of have like flattened grass sort of deal, that weird like greenish flat color going into the.
Man, you got me excited. I thought I was gonna be able to identify the stones involved in making this path.
No, it sort of looks like regular forest stone, but just didn't completely like fit in, and it's just sort of there, like flat, like really flat stones. It doesn't seem like it's a highly important stone. Not like how you were trying to get to like this temple area where they would have had like different stones you could talk about. But these sort of seem minuscule to you. They're sort of like pathetic. You keep walking by them.
These stones are pathetic. I can tell.
um, as you guys are making it closer to the village, which I'm assuming you guys are, you you notice that there's guards. They seem sort of tired, which is odd considering you guys were coming out of the forest and it was slightly peaceful. It looks like something was going on prior to you guys being there, but you come up and you see the guards. Will you guys talk to the guards or not?
Um, I would prefer not to. Can't
Uh,
trust most of them.
Jordan,
Hmm.
would you talk to the guards or no?
Um. Yeah, sure. Alexei would fly up to be at eye level with one of them and go, "Hello there. Is there a toll to get in?"
This might be really rude, but I haven't seen many of Fey folk try to come into to villages like these. What brings you to these parts? They sound tired, like they're drained, tired, and it doesn't feel normal to you when you interact with different guards. They seem sort of like headstrong and sort of like they're trying to make sure that you're not causing trouble in their village. This the one you're
Mm.
talking to just seems very melancholic, like they're void of actual awareness.
Mm.
Um,
Uh, you go ahead.
uh, I don't know if this is me being paranoid. Can I divine sense on the kind of village as a whole, or just?
How
Oh wait,
big
no, it's
is
within 60 feet.
yeah? Like
It's okay.
you could try to do it
Yeah.
in like the area you are in right now, but like you
I
know,
just I just want to see if I get a vibe. Yeah.
um, right now you just sort of feel you don't really feel much with the radius you have. It doesn't feel like there's something going on to you right now, but you personally pick up like there's something off with this village. Like you can't quite place your finger on it, but there's something off, and these dudes don't look like normal guards. Like they're so tired.
All right.
Um,
Noted.
mhm. um, are you gonna answer their question on why you're around there, Jordan, or are you just gonna hover?
Um, I'd like to ask if well, we're just stopping by the city, but is everything all right with you? You seem a little out of it.
I'm not quite sure I can talk to you about this. I just met you. Um, but if you're trying to get into a village, that would be um, 2 copper pieces for each of you guys. I feel like that's
Oh.
really cheap, if I'm not mistaken. And
The 2 copper pieces is really cheap. However, you did. I don't have money because I don't have my my equipment sacks and the stuff at the beginning.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Ripple comes up and it's like, it's only 2 copper coins. He's like, they're like, that's really cheap, and he pulls out like 4 copper pieces because he's gonna pay for you. He'll look at you and be like, "I got you, Alexi. Don't worry about it."
Thank you
Um,
so much.
mhm. And they give it to the guard. The guard's like, "Well, there's we don't really get many visitors often, besides certain merchants, but we like to at least make people want to stay. We do have a lot of residents, but they like fishing and their own secludedness." Yeah. As they say that and they take the money you have that Ripple has given them for you and Alexi, they're looking at you, Lynn, to see if you're gonna come in with them or not. Like, are you gonna pay for the 2 copper coins or no?
I only have gold.
You only have gold?
The
Yeah,
the things start out with gold.
Um,
I have 10 gold. Can I convert that?
I would probably have to convert it. I don't think they're that.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, gold.
Okay, Lauren.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thor. I want you to understand. Like 4 gold pieces would pay for like 5 years of a peasant's life.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to like
Here we
figure out
go.
how to convert this because they obviously have gold in the city, right? Because like there's someone managing it, so that way people pay tax and all this other stuff.
Okay.
But like they
1 gold
wouldn't.
is 10 silver. 1 silver is 5 copper. So
Um, you would get 1 silver is 5 copper, and how many is like the gold again for silver?
10 silver is 1 gold.
All right, hold on. Um, you would get
And I
back.
asked the guy for change.
They're gonna give you change. I don't want to deal with the math in my head, so I believe you would get
I'm,
9. You would get 9 silver pieces and then 3 copper pieces back, if my math conversion is correct,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
that
So
works.
you would have that in your inventory, replacing one of the gold pieces you have lost. So,
Got it.
hmm um, as you guys walk into the this like town village thing that's here, like you could tell that what the guard said about not having many people um in the village was true. Like you could see like the plot of land is fairly big. Like you could see across, you could see like they have like a certain farmland around a certain side of the village, and the rest is sort of like houses and other like agricultural things. Like you notice like there's taverns and like inns around, um, but there's not many people on the streets, which strikes you as a little odd compared because this village name is called the Seaside. Like there's a literal like stream of water, sort of like coming down or going up depending on how this is going through. But you could tell that there's a waterway that they can go to. It doesn't take them long to get there. But it also seems really odd that there's not many people out and about. Uh, Ripple would be like, there's literally no one on the streets. Like they would look around and they're like, this doesn't feel right at all.
Well, I see a tavern with my name on it.
um, I don't know if everyone would follow you. Like Jordan, would you follow Lisa to the tavern, or would you just stay with
Yeah,
Seven out?
sure. We haven't talked about what we're planning on doing now that we're here.
Yeah.
If we're gonna split off or anything. So
Um, Ripple is going to split off from you guys for a bit. They're going to be like, "Hey, I'm going to go near the water to see if there's something there, like a boat or something, a ferry. I'm usually on the seas. I want to see if there's a way to get back or if something happened. to my crew, like people who I know. So I'm gonna go look around for a little bit. I'll meet you guys back at the tavern.
Have fun, Genasi.
Stay safe.
All right, see you ladies. I just really didn't want to keep playing Seven's character.
I could
Oh, that's
tell.
fair. I read
Like,
that as that.
I'm like, I don't know how else Seven would want to play their character. Let's just get them out of the picture right now. So, yeah. As you both enter this tavern, you can see like there's some people who are here. It's sort of like early morning, so they're sort of like trying to get something to eat. But everyone else is so melancholic. They're so tired. You can't quite place your finger on it. They're more tired than the guards who are standing outside. And it's odd because this is a tavern. You usually find more life inside of one, unless it's like dead of night, everyone's gone home, sort of deal. And this is early morning, but it's not that early in the morning where there aren't people bustling around, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
So what are you guys gonna do? Like, are you guys gonna take a seat? Gonna go up to the bartender, or like, what you doing?
Um, I would like to check around on the patrons, see if any of them have uh, the same insignia as me, which I haven't established yet, but I'm gonna say it is like a red fist, like my name,
Hmm.
Um,
just to see if I have any, if I know anyone here.
you do not know anyone here. Most of the people here seem like locals. Like they haven't really traveled out. Some of them look like they're farmers and like fishermen. Like they look like they're more outside, doing peasant work, if you will. Um, can you roll me a perception check, Lynn, while you're sort of looking for this as well?
Hmm.
16.
15.
16.
16. While you're looking, some of the patrons don't really, they sort of look lifeless in this sort of like odd manner. Like their eyes are sort of look slightly clouded over. They sort of look like they're falling asleep while they're eating. They sort of look drained. And while
Hmm.
you're doing this, the only sort of like slightly more perceptive person compared to the people you have seen between the knights and the people around the tavern is the bartender, like the person
Alright.
who's behind the bar.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
I'd like to approach them.
All right. What can I get for you, doll?
Uh, whatever you think is your best.
Well, right now we didn't really buy any sort of alcoholic stuff, mostly because like most of the merchants come in and out and it takes them like it's not festival time, so I could give you a cheap rum or I could get you coffee.
Take the rum.
They pour you a small glass of rum and that'll cost you 5 copper pieces. If you want, you could just give them a silver.
Yeah, I got. Yeah. I'll have two things of rum, and I'll just give them one silver.
All right. Um, they go up to like this jug. This jug is looks quite filled. Like from what you could tell, when they pour it out, it comes out like it sort of looks like beer instead of like cheap rum. But when they put it down to you, it smells of rum, which is odd to you. Which is like, did they pour you the right drink? Sort of odd.
Beer would be more expensive.
Beer would be more
I'll
expensive, but it
I'll take
smells
what
of
I can
rum.
get.
The the thing I'm trying to say is like it smells of rum. but it looks like beer, and it's really odd.
Here's the thing about my character.
Your character won't care, but I feel like I should point this out.
No, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But like, I make note of that, and then she double fists both of them.
Inky.
Whoa. That's the bartender. They're just like, whoa. Maybe.
Needed it.
All right. Talk to me if you need anything else. All right. So what are you
He just
both
grunts.
runs out of the tavern or just runs to
Oh,
sleep?
grunts.
Oh, grunt. And they're like, all right. And the bartender goes back to like cleaning up. It doesn't seem like they have much to clean up anyway, which is also really odd if the tavern is being used as it's supposed to. So what are you guys
Uh,
gonna do now?
I'm feeling okay after that, right?
it Give me an insight check for
All
yourself.
right. Yeah. Okay. 12.
You feel fine, but something sort of perks up to you, sort of as if your body notices something isn't right. This tastes like normal rum, but it doesn't look like rum. It tastes like normal rum, but it doesn't feel like it went down like normal rum would. Like you're a heavy drinker of different alcoholic
Yeah.
stuff, but it doesn't feel like it went down like cheap rum would. It felt like it was a little more not gelatinous, but like sort of like
Oh no.
sort of like pasty. It's really odd to you.
Ugh. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, you
That's
downed
gross.
two of them. You downed two
Yeah,
of
I
them. That's
know.
up to you.
No, I did, but it's like, pasty.
Like it tastes like normal rum, but it just the texture doesn't feel the same.
Well, not dying.
You ain't dying.
I'm not drunk,
Nope.
so I, I think I'll take a seat. Lay my axe on a table. Probably put my legs up, just to be rude.
When you do that, even though the bartender seems more aware than everyone else, they sort of pass it aside, which you know that most bartenders would tell you to leave your weapon elsewhere, especially in a smaller village like sort of like the smaller area that they're in and more agriculture. They'll be like, just leave your weapon by the door. We don't really want a bar fight to happen or have our stuff broken down often. But they just sort of pass it no mind, which is a little odd, especially because you're a dwarf, and they're usually most pubs or taverns are a little more weary of dwarves depending on what they do, which is a little odd, especially to you because you usually get chewed out or they ask you politely to like, hey, can you not do this? They don't really care if you put your feet up, but you're like, this sends a red flag to you, like something is up.
Yeah, I think she'd kick back, but she's like still kind of. I mean, like you said, she's like notices that it's weird, but kind of staying on the leery end of things.
Hmm. Jordan, can you make me a perception check?
Yeah, sure. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You notice, because you're Fate, you notice something You were feeling the Feywild prior. While you're here, you feel it a little stronger. You can't quite see it. It's almost as if whoever is controlling this area of the Feywild doesn't really want people to like see it. Like they're sort of like there with it. It is really, really odd for you to feel the Feywild in a village like this, especially how they plant, how they fish, how they interact with nature itself. You also, while you're perceiving this, you look at all the patrons in there. There's about, I want to say, five patrons inside of the tavern. Some of them have food, others just have coffee, trying to stimulate themselves, like to wake up. They all look sleepy and melancholic to you. What will you guys do now?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I forgot to ask.
Honestly, what's up?
Sorry, I forgot to ask. Do you go with freaking Lynn and sit down, or you just sort of like there?
Yeah, I was sitting down.
All right, cool.
I'll lean over to Alexi and be like, are you picking up on the same vibes?
Everyone's basically treating this town like it's a nowhere place, even though there's a lot of people that love the town that they're in. Yeah.
So tired too. Um, I'd like to do another um sense check.
Give me like a roll to see what you would sort of feel,
Yeah.
like so I can give a range.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um. Crap. Wait. Would that be like investigation? You think?
Just a regular D20. That's all I'm looking
Okay.
for
Yeah.
to see what I could say. I should say.
That's a 19.
This time, since you are slightly more into the city, you feel something's off. You feel it near the rum you just drank. You feel you feel bad vibes coming from the rum you just drank. You know that there's in certain small villages there is a type of distillery that they have of their own, but it always gives off cheaper quality of it instead of buying it from like readily made distilleries and make it taste better, right? You could feel like something's off, but you can't quite tell what it is, but you know it's coming from the rum or like something equivalent to the rum. You also feel it within the coffee that some of the patrons have.
Um, I don't think I should have drank that. Well, was the rum good? But
Roll
like, was it
me
like?
a perception check and I'll tell you if it was good or not.
Okay.
I just want to see how pissed off or like happy you would be. Hold on.
It's a dirty 20.
The rum tasted better than most rum like that's called cheap that you have ever had. It sort of felt like a whiskey type of rum. Like it tasted like that, but it wasn't that. The texture was not the same.
Yeah. I can't tell if this is my character just not liking the texture.
No, no, it's not that your
No,
character
no.
isn't liking the texture.
I know. It's just like maybe she's just getting the bad vibes because it's weird texture.
Weird texture. No, no.
It's kind of weird. No.
Hmm.
um, Alexi, I don't know if you were thinking about drinking anything, but I wouldn't if I were you. Even though I already did. But you know what I mean.
I'm just gonna keep asking until you guys keep talking to each other or try to do something. What are you guys going to do now,
Where's Jordan?
Hmm?
Jordan?
I was
Sorry.
talking to you.
Sorry, I'm like tired for some reason. Like physically.
Yeah.
Oh no, I felt that.
Um
That
dude, what was the question?
I it was just don't drink anything here. I wouldn't if I were you, even though I already did. But don't drink anything.
I'll trust you on this for now. I don't really like the things that we're seeing here, so
Hmm. What will you guys do now?
mm.
I think I kind of want to. No, go ahead.
No, I'm not saying anything, sorry.
Uh, I think I just want to kind of want to like check around on the patrons, just like, are you good? Like, you seem really
There's
tired. Is that coffee hitting at all?
okay, so you're talking to one of the patrons sipping coffee. There's a
Yeah, just like asking
patron.
around at them.
Yeah, there's a patron who does slightly respond. They look up at you and they're like, "Not at all. Honestly, it used to hit harder, but I don't know what's going on. It's like usually like you know how coffee works. It usually gives you like a little perk or gives you more awareness, but I'm so out of it. Like, and it's been happening often.
When did it start?
Probably like 3 weeks ago or two.
Here.
Like, honestly, it was after we had like a small spring, sort of small spring festival. We had it a little later because um it was raining throughout all the spring season around here, which is sometimes normal. It happens once every few years. It was raining a lot this time for the spring festival, so we had held it this year. But after the spring festival, things felt a little off. Can't quite place my finger
What
on it
happened?
either.
Anything of note happened around the time of the festival?
It was. Can you roll an insight check and I'll continue talking as the patriot. Um, not to know. It was normal like every other year. Like very joyful. Everyone was happy. Everyone was drinking. There was a lot of alcohol. Like a crap ton.
Wait one sec. I gotta.
Jordan, you're also here talking with the patriot, right?
Yeah, I'm around.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
All right.
My
But
my parents were about to start checking around at the smoke detectors.
all right, all right. The patron was just like, there was a lot of alcohol. Like a lot of us got wasted. Like they sort of give out like a slight chuckle. Most people who were listening in on this slightly laugh at it as well. Like that was more of the fun times they had.
Yeah.
Poor
Well,
kids.
take it easy on that coffee then.
All right. You were saying
Alright.
something, Miss, with the wings? Jordan, were you trying to say something?
Nope.
All right. Well, the patron says, "Have a nice day, ladies."
Have a nice day
Um,
as well.
I don't say anything back. uh,
uh,
I no, go ahead.
the patron doesn't acknowledge that you didn't say anything back. Like they just sort of go back to sort of what they were doing. And while you guys were walking away, almost most of the patrons start to sort of leave after having that small little chuckle, almost as if they were starting to go back to like the monotonous grind of what they were doing prior, like a daily schedule. You sort of see them leave the tavern. They left their change there, besides the one you were talking to.
Um, I think I kind of want to check back with the bartender.
Uh, the bartender notices you walking back up, and they're like, "What can I do for you?"
I want to ask about that drink. What was that? That was rum, correct?
Yeah, that's the rum we make in house. It's one of the cheaper ones because most of the people in this town drink it. Like there's another tavern as well, like just a little on the other side of the city, because not many people want to walk all the way over here. But yeah, like
Might I ask for a recipe? I'm simply curious.
um, well, it's how you normally make rum. Like you you get your I I personally don't know like the recipe of rum, so like whatever rum is usually made of, but like
No, yeah, okay.
they mention like they usually get it out of like our wells, like around there. Like we have to distill our well water and stuff like that. Like the well is connected to like the river and stuff like that. Like we don't have like a big distillery, but we have one, and there's one sort of like near the river, and then there's one like like there's the they're slowly starting to slur their words, which is odd because they were normal prior. It's almost as if since most of the patrons left, they just sort of like lost some energy. Like they're just like, I can't keep this up anymore. Like sort of like they were just doing their job, sort of like upkeep,
Yeah.
Mm.
and they're like the other tavern, like they have control over some wells like near the area. There's one like literally right in front of them. So they distill everything. We don't have a distillery here. They do. Like so they distill most of the alcohol and they pass it over to us and we buy it from them. But that's about it. Like it's normal for the most part. Why are you asking?
No reason, Tender. I was just curious on local traditions.
Yeah, like and they're just going to go on a slight tangent like how they get everything from home for the most part besides buying
I'm
from
entirely
merchants.
she entirely checks out of the conversation.
Like they mentioned that some of the rum that are in here has some wheat in them, which is like they go on saying it's really good, and then they sort of just like after they finish their tangent they're like, that's about it. If you need anything else, I'm here.
Right then, I'll be sure to check back in with you.
All right. See you, ladies.
Mhm.
And then I turn to Alexi and say, I think they're drinking bad water.
That's fair.
I think,
Do you
I
want to
think,
check out the source?
yes, and if nothing, let's go to the source first. I want to follow this line of reasoning I'm thinking. So,
Yep.
So you guys
yeah.
are so to walk to the other side. Oh no, my headphones are about to die soon. Anyway, on the other, it takes you like you guys like uh uh I want to say 30 to 40, 35 to 30 or 40 minutes to get to the other side. Again, it's not big. It's just it's not small, but it's not big either. It's like sort of medium sized. They just have a lot of sort of farmland. Um, while you guys are walking, since it's more like as the bartender was rambling on, you sort of picked up how they're like, if you pass by like the wheat fields, like it's a sort of like a direct line to the other one. But that's what we take just so that we could like transport all the like rum to here, you know, the usual sort of path. So you guys just sort of take the path that they mentioned, since it's just a lot easier and you won't get lost as depending, like if you guys have awful senses of direction, you know.
Mm.
But yeah, you guys just
Mhm.
follow that
Probably a bit
path.
more. Yeah.
Can you guys also like give me an investigation check on the wheat? I want to see if you guys, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
18.
All right,
One sec.
and investigation.
Okay, yep. 13.
Jordan, you're around plants more often than Lynn's character is, obviously. You notice that the plants are generally quite happy at the moment, like almost as if they too were drinking alcohol, which is really odd to you because you know plants don't usually like that sort of stuff. Like they could tolerate it, but they prefer water, which is which strikes you as odd. Like you don't sense any magic off the plants, but you could sort of tell like as a hive mind, as a group, they're quite happy. Slightly tipsy, sort of happy, but they're happy.
I would like to relay this information to
Uh,
Um,
Linza.
Also,
uh,
Lynn, you only just see wheat. You're just like, this wheat has a pretty color. Like you can't notice
yep.
much. Like you could tell like the for what you see, you could tell like the ground has like some form of like waterway coming through it. Like somebody just pours a bucket of water and water passes through like these like small tiny
Yeah.
aqueducts for like plants and stuff like that.
They have a nice irrigation system.
Hmm.
uh, I nod my head upon being relayed the information, just kind of show that I
It
understand. Yeah.
as you guys get there, you notice somebody is taking water out of the well. Um, this person looks like gleeful. Like they look like they're, from what you could tell, they look like a 15-year-old, and they look really happy, right? They're like, I'm getting water, I'm doing my thing, like I'm doing this chore or whatever, and they're just taking water out. And by the time you guys are like walking towards them, they're already going back into like the tavern, as if like they were gathering water because they were told
Gotcha.
to. Hmm.
Um, I does the well have like a bucket already like in it?
Yeah. So um, while this kid was like, they threw a bucket in and they pulled back out a bucket and they just filled another one, just so that way they didn't have to like keep changing the bucket or whatever. So they just filled it
Yeah.
up. Um, If you want, you could do an investigation check to see if, like, to see if something was up, right? How many
Yeah,
times they've taken it out or whatever, you know?
yeah, I just kind of want to check the water.
Yeah. You can also check the water, Jordan, if you'd like.
I can
Um,
roll it too.
yeah, I got a 5. I would kindly ask for
You
that.
don't notice shit. It
Investigation.
just looks like well water to you.
Yep.
I I only got a 14.
Better than
Um,
5.
you notice the water is fairly, um, slightly clear, but not completely, which certain well waters would be. But like the bucket where the kid was taking out water, since it's already at the top and it still has like remnants of water, um, sort of look normal. What will you guys do?
Uh,
I don't know about this water. I'm taking a sip of water. I want more water.
I'm really out of it mentally. I don't have the mental capacity right now physically.
That's fine. Um, so Lynn, you said you're going to drink the water.
Uh, I don't know how serious I was. I'm scared of this water, actually. I'll take a cursory sip. See if I
Um,
pick up on any different tastes. Like, does it
when you
taste like normal water?
before you taste it, I figured you would put your hand in to sort of like scoop up the last bit of water to drink it off from your hand, not from the bucket, because you have some sort of decency due to your background.
I have some self-preservation.
Yeah. Um, I figure you, since you can get nicked at the back of your hand, you're holding it on the hand that sort of doesn't have like armor covering on it, just so you could have a better hold on it instead of it slipping through metal. When you have the water on top of you, it feels weird. The water feels weird to you, but it moves like normal water, if that makes
Is it
sense.
thick water?
It feels sort of like, I want to describe it that it sort of feels like when water isn't properly distilled to like, or like when fresh water is properly taken out. Like, you know when you have your water in the water bottle and there's sort like when you're doing experiments and you sort of have like minerals or substances at the bottom, or when you just drink
Yeah.
regular tap water, it
Like
has,
it's just kind of off.
it's sort of off, yeah. And when you put it to your mouth and drink it, you get the same sort of, slightly same sort of texture as what you drank with the rum, which was odd because most rum sort of like uses bacteria to like make them taste better. You know that they just taste better rum, and it usually takes away like the water feel that it has, even if it's cheap. But this water feels sort of similar. Like it's completely different, but it feels similar.
I I I turn to Alexi and I just kind of say, I wait. What? I don't know if I would actually garner this from sipping the water.
No, I'm just saying like how it feels on your hand, but when you sip it, it's the texture is still weird to you, even on your hand.
I turn to Alexi and I'm just like, this water is like their alcohol.
Oh,
This
it's off.
it's thick.
Hmm.
I,
Is
I
is this a river? Like, how is this
It's
water coming in?
it's connected, like, you know that since you guys passed by and Lynn noticed that they have like an aqueduct, like sort of for the plants, like an I forget the word that you used, Lynn, prior, but like they can sort of yeah, they can sort of stream in the water underneath the well without having it. come in to the top, if that makes sense. So some water is coming from the river, but most of this water is fresh water. That's just sort of commun uh, blah, 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 sort of congregated. I'll just use that into the well.
So we have to go to the aqueduct.
Yes,
The
or the other tavern.
the aqueduct, just so you guys can be informed, is sort of like our normal U.S. underground pipe water, slightly, but there's like small cracks within the well. Like when they dug it out, they noticed that like water was coming in, so they sort of try to follow the line using a human line torch or whatever to the river, so they know that some river water is coming in. So it's not like it's a normal aqueduct. It's just sort of like there's water coming in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I'll keep it plain, Alexi. I'm suspecting either the tavern or their main water source. At one tavern that was mentioned by the barkeep sounded I mean, in the barkeep's own words, it was they control the water. So it's a little odd to me.
Okay. Then what do you want to do about it?
Uh, if you are so neutral, I would like to investigate this other tavern.
Sure. It's not like I
Mm,
have nowhere to go. On to the next tavern.
I
nice, we're
must,
starting a tavern crawl.
yeah. As you guys are starting at the tavern, um, you walk in and there's not many people around besides the young the young kid that you saw, like the 15-year-old you saw filling up water. They look like they're managing it. Like they look like they got water to clean up whatever mess was there prior to you guys coming in. And that's where I'm going to end the session.
Cool. Sorry.
No,
I'm
you're good. I want to leave it for next time. And just so you guys are aware, especially you, Lynn, because Seven isn't here right now. Since you guys are going to be tomorrow's D&D session, I'm going to do this sort of like weird time thing where Jordan, you're sort of slightly in the past, with Lynn and Seven. Like you,
Okay.
Lynn and Seven meet up here, but Seven and Lynn already slightly know each other in the future for tomorrow. You won't know some of the people, but it's sort of like them reminiscing their time with you, if that makes sense.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Um, I'm hoping after I get everyone's first sort of session down together, I hope I can make everyone meet on a Saturday. I know Shara can't meet on a Saturday, but everyone else probably can.
Yeah.
So that way, like, Shara would probably be the last man out for the most part.
I can pretty much I can pretty much show up to every session. So
Yeah. It's just
like if you want me there, I can do that.
I just need certain time consistency for myself and my own
Oh
sanity.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I feel a little bad that I changed up your lore by accident, Jordan, by a bit. I didn't mean to.
yeah.
Yeah.
No problems.
Yeah.
I think I actually thought about my character's lore a little more like during, so I might update it.
All right. Just let me know that. But that's where we're ending
Yeah.
the session today. How was
Really?
it? How was the DMing?
I mean, listen. For like this is your first time. This is solid. This is good.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me just stop
Yeah.
recording by this point because I am